All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 49 of the Shut Your Mouth Lounge podcast. I am the critter, Pink Sparkle Puff, and today we're with the usual crew of Addy the hero and the miraculous
homicidal.
Alex.
I'm eating lunch.
The homicidal, genocidal, suicidal maniac, Addy.
Yes, indeed. And Alex is being bad and he's eating during the podcast, so
At least I care enough to mute myself.
that is true. Things could be worse.
I could be eating crinkly potato chips.
We are
The
professionals.
most obnoxious thing you could possibly eat and not mute yourself. That's what we're going to do for a special episode 50. I'm just going to
Yeah.
be eating as much as I can throughout the entire thing.
For episode 50, we will all buy 15 bags of Doritos. They don't even sell them here, but I will find a way. And then we'll just eat them for an hour.
And we'll not be sponsored by Doritos for it, but we'll do it anyway.
Yeah. And it will also they will also have Doritos Crash Course gameplay. On
As
the
much
right.
as much as Doritos is constantly trying to vie for the gamer buy, like I wouldn't be surprised if they did sponsor us.
That's true.
I mean, hey, it's free money.
I wonder when the Doritos thing and the gamer thing really happened. Because I don't know the origins of that.
It's beyond stupid. The Mountain Dew thing, I can get it because Mountain Dew is the residual drink for hardcore hillbilly nerds, the kind of guys that love to go dirt biking. But
Right.
Doritos and gaming is a stupid fucking combination because it makes your hands all cheesy.
Exactly. That's what I never got about it. Like, Doritos is the last thing that I would eat while I'm trying to play video games.
Cheetos is
Then
the only
you
thing that's
like,
worse.
get that residue
Have you not-
all over your
Yeah, I
controller.
was about to say, have you never eaten Cheetos?
I'm not a fan of Cheetos, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I haven't even eaten Cheetos since I was like 8.
Cheetos taste like
They-
plastic crap.
over here they had a pretty good pizza flavor. And they actually had like this basket style chip with it, or basically whatever. The chips were looked like baskets basically, and they were pizza flavored. Then they took those away for like 2 years, and then came back with pizza slice.
So what you're saying is you should just lick the dust off the Cheeto and then throw the Cheeto away?
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of like you're kind of like sunflower seeds. You throw some in your mouth and spit out the remains.
Yeah, the funny thing is I don't actually eat a lot of like name brand. Well, I don't eat a lot of name brand chips nowadays. Because there are better alternatives. Like Tesco has a really good ham and cheese one. And then there's this shop like down the road from where I live that imports stuff from Poland. And the Polish chips are much better.
For me, it's salt and vinegar all the way.
Don't think I've had much salt and vinegar anything, to be honest.
I've
And
never eaten salt and vinegar chips, so
Salt and vinegar almonds are really fucking good. You guys should give them a try sometime.
It's like I don't think I have any like main chip that I eat. It's like it's rare that I'll eat chips anyway, so I don't know.
well yeah, but you live
Been a
in
while.
freaking you live in the chocolate factory, so
Right. It's like I'll eat all kinds of chocolate, but chips, yeah, that's kind of a rarity for me.
yeah, actually the other way around. I don't eat a lot of chocolate anymore.
I don't eat a lot of either anymore, but I actually hope to live to the age of 100, so...
Well, yeah, you have dreams like that. I don't. I'm satisfied with being happy and dying.
I have the Jim Cornette dream. I hope to live to piss on the graves of all my enemies. Now, I've finished eating, but unfortunately, I don't know, like, my body was just like, hey, you know, now that you've finished eating, let's keep it going where you can't talk on the podcast. Let's make it where your nose is running real bad. Go to the bathroom, dipshit. Oh, God. I'll be back in a second.
Yep, Alex is gonna go blow his nose, and he's gonna have to take a bathroom break. Then something will blow up outside, and he'll have to attend to that. So it could be a while before we see
And then-
Alex again.
and then Ivan will show up.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm not really sure where to go from here because we got a
I
few
mean
topics this week.
we can discuss other freaking like store shit while Alex is not
Store?
back.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
store stuff. I mean, you work in one and I go to one sometimes, so
right.
they exist.
They do. I do in fact work retail in a grocery store. It's quite fun. I enjoy it for the most part. It's kind of complicated when people call in sick, which actually happened yesterday. No, it's hard to say because I do work grave shifts, so it's like hard to keep up with what happened and whether it was like say yesterday or the day before because I'm basically living in a different time zone. So
This is the most hilarious arrangement that all three of us are the fucking ones that consistently do this. Because we are all pretty much on different faces of the fucking earth.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
like we need to
I'm
get
west, Alex is east, and then Addie's just way out there.
We need to fucking get a guy from China. That way we'll have all four faces.
Right.
Here's the thing. Here's how this works out. Because I never sleep. Neither does Pink for that matter.
Right.
So we can just go with your time and hope that it works. I mean, you know, after those thousands of millions of years of sleep since the Middle Ages.
It still does happen. Like it'll be 6 o'clock, and my family will be like, "Oh, hey, shouldn't you be recording right now?" And I'll be like, "Well, they're both fucking asleep right now, so no." It's probably like 3 o'clock in the morning where Addie is, and it's probably actually a reasonable time for Pink, but he's got the graveyard shift, so.
Right. Like, it would work out probably better if I didn't work grave shifts, but it's like I vastly prefer grave shifts anyway, so I don't think I'd ever give those up to suit the channel's needs because I'm greedy like that and selfish.
No, here's the deal. Here's the deal. We all need to move together into a house and start up a Patreon to pay the bills.
Right.
Because that will surely work out.
How have we not already set up a Patreon? Everyone does that nowadays. It doesn't matter who you are. You probably have a Patreon.
Hey, look, Star Citizen got funded, so can we.
Yeah.
And just like Star Citizen, we're never going to produce anything of worth.
Right.
I mean, that was that one moment in Terraria when I said that my kids and wife that I'm black. I'd say that was worth the money.
You know what? You're right. They should have. The funding money that went to Star Citizen should have went to us.
Indeed.
Can
I just point out that chonk chart there?
Yeah.
Is probably the greatest thing that I've seen all week.
Well, now I need to set up a timestamp.
I had a cat and he was a little chonk as well.
Yep.
Not quite a heckin' chonker, but probably just that one below it. He chomped.
Yeah, my cat's also in the middle between he chomped and heckin' chonker. Man.
Obligatory busted sucks.
Could you imagine
if Bastet... he coming.
Yeah, could you imagine if Bastet was that size?
No longer Assassin Bastet, Guardian Bastet.
I mean, give me a second.
That's Bastet's all. Oh Lord, he coming.
I mean, hey mates, I just need to put in 2 words into Google.
It just causes
Constant inflation.
Oh God. I thought you were gonna make it yourself, but you're right, the internet probably beat you to it. And already masturbated to it in droves.
So yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
hey, if there's Paw Patrol inflation, then there has to be busted inflation as well.
Man, speaking of weird fetish shit, though, you know what I fucking saw? Pink, do you know what Marvel's doing with Hulk lately?
Isn't Hulk dead?
No, he came back and he's got a new comic, The Immortal Hulk. And the thing is, he's possessed by Satan or something. Marvel has
The
made
new
Marvel
the
has
new Ghost Rider is weird.
Marvel has made a new Satan. Here's the thing: he's not Mephisto. He's not the Satan either. He's not Lucifer Satan. Any of that. He's not one of the devils that Marvel's established before. They set up a new devil,
Right.
and it's the one below all. So it's the inverse equivalent of one above all. Which on one hand is beyond stupid, but at the same time I love it. And basically, it seems like he's either influencing Hulk or is possessed Hulk. So now mainline universe Hulk, firstly, can split himself off into separate pieces. He can cut off his fucking arm, and his arm will be sentient still, and he can control his fucking arm. And he can reassemble himself. And he reassembled himself around a person and ate him. Because I guess we're going back to the Ultimate days.
Right.
So, yeah, great.
He's like some sort of Mr. Potato Head now.
Yeah. Well, could you imagine if Mr. Potato Head assembled himself around the other toys in Toy Story and fucking ate them?
That was left in Potato Head Kids.
Oh, God. I believe we call that Boo style, don't we, Addy?
Yeah.
Ah, what the fuck. But, hey, let's move on to an actual topic, shall we?
Right.
So, Overwatch, it's a thing. There's a new character, Ash. She's been added to the beta, and she got a sweet new trailer. So, did we talk about her on last week's podcast?
You posted it, but I'm not sure if it... I'm not sure. Yeah, I wasn't here.
Am I crazy?
We did gloss over it because I was bringing up Overwatch into what I did last week from last week's episode, and she did get brought up.
We did, but it wasn't...
Right. Yeah, it wasn't an official topic. We didn't post any trailers or whatnot in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, I've been spending this entire week like, did we talk about it? Did we not talk about it? I looked over the topic list for last week's podcast, and I was like, well, evidently we didn't talk about it, so I'm fine. It's like, nope, dipshit. But, hey, we can still talk about it in a bit, because there's also been several other big news developments with Blizzard. Most prominently, the fucking clusterfuck over mobile Diablo. Did you guys hear about that?
I heard that there was a big snafu about it, but I have no idea what went on there.
Here's the thing: don't you have phones?
Yes, that was one of the many things. So they hyped up a big new Diablo release because people have been wanting one since Diablo 3 because people always want a new game in their favorite franchise, right?
Right.
And hang on, I'm playing Red Dead at the same time, and I just ran into the eugenics supporter in New Orleans. I'm gonna go punch him. As I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and keep talking. So basically, they hyped up, oh, hey, you guys love Diablo. You guys ready for a new Diablo game? And obviously, all the Diablo fans were like, hey, yeah, I love Diablo. Mobile Diablo. Which,
is it also something like Diablo Immortal?
Diablo Immortal. And the thing is, I think it's made by a mobile phone. It's not made by Blizzard. It's just licensed off by Blizzard. So... it's supposedly it's licensed off to a company that's known for making Blizzard ripoffs. So people are a little bit angry over that, but people are, oh, he's fighting back. Oh, now he's running. Later, nerd. Okay, so people were booing that, and as Addy said, apparently Blizzard's reaction was to have the guy on stage go, what, you guys don't have phones?
And the best thing about all this is that I genuinely don't have one, so... even if I was in the target audience.
If we wanted to construe this a certain way, we could say he's making fun of poor people.
Yeah.
He's insulting the impoverished.
Deliberately. Don't you guys have phones? Why do you hate poor people, sir?
I mean, in my case, it's less being poor. I mean, it's that as well a bit, but it's more that I don't need a phone. So
Yeah, I mostly
Right.
use it for taking pictures and sending the pictures to my family. Like
I
that
can
that
buy a camera.
that
I'm
chunker,
old-fashioned like that.
the chunker chart there. Yeah, I sent that to my family as well. But so that was a whole fucking thing, and they also confirmed a bit of new information about Overwatch. So Pink, I don't know if you heard about this. The new update for Overwatch is going to force you to reinstall the entire fucking game.
I did not hear about that. How is that working out?
Because
They're
apparently
adding in.
its baseline changes to the entire code of the game.
Ah.
They're having you reinstall the whole game so they can put in a Fallout 76 beta uninstaller or no, they'll start the thing.
No, it's funnier if it's a Fallout 76 uninstaller.
Right. Oh.
That's the
is-
future of the console war. You buy an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, or no, an Xbox 2, and it detects if you've got a PS5 in your house, and it just causes the PS5 to detonate.
Both consoles back and forth, just uninstalling each other's games.
No, they actually have like explosives in them. The console war just turned real.
God.
World War 4 will be fought with consoles, and World War 5 will be fought with sticks.
Oh. But the other big thing I want to note, well, supposedly what it is supposedly Overwatch needs this big ass fucking update because apparently they're just overhauling the game's systems on a base level.
Okay.
They're also removing Genji.
It's funny you say that because the other thing they confirmed, Addy, is that they are interested in retiring some heroes.
So Mercy's probably going to be the first to go. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, everyone's thinking like, yay, we can finally get rid of Mei. No. You fucking stupid. Like, who would they retire?
Son of a bitch.
They just retire all the support class.
Probably.
Look,
They retire
They'll keep Brigitte because she seems to be doing quite well for herself. But everyone else, yeah, just gone.
they retire
Lucio,
every
even though he's getting his own cereal, gone. Zenny, gone. Mercy, probably no point in removing her, let's be honest, because she's already been nerfed to hell.
They're removing everybody that's not Hanzo and McCree. Like even Ash, she
Hanzo and
gets
McCree are getting their own spin-off game.
it's cowboys versus samurais.
yeah. Ash gets put into the game one day. You can play her on that day, and then the next day she's gone.
You got a taste of her. Oh man, I don't want to turn the subject off this because I want to talk about the idea of taking characters out of Overwatch. But Walking Dead, you know how Walking Dead's been a massive clusterfuck for like years?
Ever.
Yeah.
The first 2 seasons were alright. Everything after that, fuck it. But apparently, they got rid of the main characters, pretty much all of them. So what's their new attempt at fucking redeeming the series?
The zombie.
No, introducing Rick's daughter, Judith, who has been trained by Rick, Daryl, Michonne, fucking Carol, legitimately the entire cast. So it's fucking, it's Captain Planet. It's this 10-year-old girl who has all your powers combined. And she's a fucking samurai cowboy because she's got Michonne's katana, but she's got Rick's revolver and cowboy hat.
I was legit gonna call the offspring when you asked that question, but
The band, the offspring, not actually somebody's offspring.
yeah.
I like how when Addy doesn't know what we're talking about, he's like, quick, associate words. And I just wanted to note that for the absurdity of it. Like, supposedly how they revealed her is she kills like a dozen fucking zombies by herself. She's the fucking Terminator or something.
The thing is, in the next 5 seasons, she will lose her right eye and then put it on a freaking eye patch and then start wielding 6 katanas.
No. She's not gonna wield 6 katanas. She's gonna wield 3 katanas and 3 baseball bats.
No, 3 katanas and 3 shotguns or revolvers.
You're trying to turn this into a fucking Sengoku Basra thing, goddammit. Why does everything go back to Sengoku Basra with you?
I was just laughing at the idea of somebody having 3 revolvers between their fingers and then firing them somehow. Oh, bloody hell.
It's like the fucking bit from, I don't know, what the fuck did I just see? It's like the bit from that was horrifying. The bit from Equilibrium where the guy pretty much just shoots in any direction and it's guaranteed to hit somebody. Ah, you guys didn't watch Equilibrium, did you?
No.
I haven't, but I've definitely seen scenes of it.
Yeah, it's one of the weirdest movies ever because it's fucking... The guy just spins in place firing his guns and everybody in his vicinity dies.
Is it the scene from freaking Tales from the Borderlands?
No! I'd say the Tales from the Borderlands scene is a much better fight scene because it actually makes sense. Because Reese is actually aiming at the people that he shoots instead of just... Like, you don't understand how ridiculous it is. Okay, imagine a guy... It's just flailing, honestly. I can't think of any better words to say than it's just flailing. He's just flailing with guns, and it's 2 SMGs, and he's pulling on the triggers constantly, and everybody dies.
So me playing Counter-Strike.
Right, but the difference is everybody dies if that guy does it. For you, it's just, you get sniped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to go back to the concept of removing heroes, I am curious who they actually mean. Because it's probably not... We're joking, but they're probably not going to get rid of Mercy.
I don't know.
They're gonna get rid of Junkrat. He's too OP.
Oh, shit. Junkrat. Are you just saying that because you main him?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that because you want an excuse to never play the game again?
Maybe. I mean, I started maining Bastion when we last played.
The true sign of giving up. I would like to sit in one place and shoot people, sir.
Speaking of Bastion, he might be one of the ones to go first, you know?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Bastion's in that place where he's that character that at first casuals could not figure out what the fuck to do with him because he was just annihilating them, but now Bastion's very much in a place where everybody knows how to deal with him, so...
Right, that's why I'm assuming he'd be one to go, because I'd assume that they're going to be retiring the heroes that don't really contribute all that much to the game anymore.
It's difficult to say, yeah. Because for my part, I feel like they said that to appease people who hate May. But the ever-present issue here is, they fucking overhauled Mercy and Torbjorn and Symmetra. Why would you ever remove a hero when you can just overhaul them?
Right.
I mean, removing them is probably cheaper than overhauling them, by all means, but here's the thing. People fucking buy shit for their characters.
Yep.
Like, imagine if all the money you fucking spent on, I don't know, all the fucking money you spent on Hanzo to get his stupid samurai skin, you fucking weeb, just disappears.
Yep.
People ain't gonna be happy.
Funny you say that to me because I actually didn't buy anything for a samurai character. I actually bought a skin for Tracer and Mercy, and that's it.
Why'd you buy a skin for any of them?
I had the in-game money.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you spent real money. I was like, what? You're fucking crazy.
No, you'd have to buy loot boxes because they don't offer skins for actual money. You have to get the loot boxes,
Which is stupid.
Yeah. And probably banned in some countries.
Oh, totally. You know, no, you know, it'd be the funniest fucking thing. They They use this gambling excuse to delete every character that you own anything for.
Right.
Yeah. Every character goes over. There's just this whole this big explosion. Everybody dies. One new character gets announced. It's Kirby.
All right, fuck this. I have to go blow my nose. Quick, Pink, talk about who you think the game would really benefit from losing.
All right. Benefit is kind of a tricky word there because it's a question of, are they going to remove someone who's actively in the meta and a removal would really kind of break the game? Or are they going to remove somebody who provides no real value to the game overall? So, like, if they were to remove Brigitte right off the bat, who's really right on top of the meta at this point,
But she just got added.
What's that?
Didn't she? She just got added, didn't she?
She just got added. I'm providing an example. If they were to get rid of somebody who's actively in the meta to really shake up the game, or would they remove somebody who provides nothing to the game? Like, I don't know. I guess May is a good example there again, because she's never really been in the meta. I don't think Torbjorn has been either, nor has Symmetra. So at this point, I'm kind of at a loss of what direction they're wanting to go. Because, you know, for all I know, they could be looking to get rid of, like, McCree and replace him with Ash.
I mean, is Ash like a sharpshooter character?
Yeah.
Supposed to be oh.
So it's interesting because, you know, maybe Ash is a look into the future. She's like McCree with a lot of different abilities, so maybe going forward they'll be making characters that play similar to the old cast, but have completely new abilities to really shake things up more so than they are currently now.
And once the game is 10 years old, they're gonna release a premium DLC pack which unlocks all of the old characters as well.
Right. Very complex. I'm not sure what to think of it at the moment, because I really don't like the idea of retiring heroes, because, you know, I struggle to think of anyone on the cast that I don't like and I would hate to see go. So
Reaper.
From a very sentimental standpoint, I love Reaper. I don't want to see anyone go. Reaper is actually a good point, though, because I don't think he's been in the meta anytime recently. It's been a while since I've kept up with any real hardcore Overwatch news, but I'm pretty sure Reaper has been underperforming for a while, so they could very well kill him off and bring in a new character in his place.
They're gonna take out Reaper and they're gonna put in Shinigami. It's the same character, but he has anime eyes.
Anime eyes, yeah. Why not? I might have to Google up the Overwatch roster real quick and see if anyone catches my eye. Winston, I feel like
I was about to
could
say
have potential to be removed. Overwatch characters list, perfect. I'd like to see them remove Diva just because I hate her voice so friggin' much. But it's actually a pretty fun character, and last I recall, she wasn't performing terribly or anything. So
the thing is, if they're removing Diva, they need to make it a thing where it's not another switch, but it's a thing where if you play Diva, whenever she says nerf this, she just disappears and you get kicked from the game, and that's how she goes.
What's interesting is, on the topic of them maybe possibly making new characters to replace the current cast, I believe Diva did have a animated short like McCree does up there from a while back that introduced like a whole brand new cast of mecha pilots. So Diva could go at some point and be replaced by any of those guys, unless they're all dead.
Overwatch
Blizzard
is
is going.
overflowing with extra fucking characters that'll probably be heroes at some point.
Right.
But at the rate of
Blizzard,
two to three heroes per year, it doesn't feel like anytime soon for a lot of these characters.
Right.
Blizzard is going to take out Diva and then make a deal with freaking I don't know who the hell owns the rights, and then just put in the whole Mobile Suit Gundam cast.
Why did I come back to you guys saying they'll remove Diva? If there's any hero that's the least likely.
Because Pink hates her.
I said I'd like to see them remove Diva.
Oh, okay. Because Diva is Korea, and Blizzard is fucking... Blizzard and Korea, I don't think Blizzard's gonna do anything to damage that relationship anytime soon. For my part, I think it's a stupid idea if they actually bother to go with it. I'm hoping they just said that to sate the people that bitch about May, you know?
Yeah. That's what I'd like to see, because...
I don't want to see May go, honestly. I get the
Yeah,
people.
I was saying I don't want to see them remove characters, not I want to see them remove May.
Okay, yeah.
May is one of my favorites.
I get that people bitch about the fact that they have, for like 5 seconds, they don't get to play the game, and I know that's a major thing for a lot of people. I guess the same people that probably bitch during respawn timers. But
Right.
But I mean, if that's really that much of a problem, again, they can just fucking overhaul May.
Right.
And there's not a whole lot of her kit that's too ridiculous like that. It's just the fucking freezing that people really have issue with.
Yeah. And I don't see May's freeze being any different than a lot of stuns they currently have in the game. Like, if you get flashbanged by McCree or hooked by Roadhog, you still have a, 2-second delay there.
I think part of it is, and this is just me coming from Team Fortress 2 back in the old days, but in Team Fortress 2, May had an equivalent character, the Pyro. But it the complete opposite, where the Pyro has a flamethrower instead of an ice thrower, of course. But
Right.
people bitched and bitched and bitched anytime they got killed by the Pyro, because Pyro was accused of being W and left mouse click character, which means just hold down the trigger and move forwards.
Hold the trigger and win.
Yeah, because he had such a huge cone of effect on his flamethrower, he didn't have to aim, right? He just had to get close.
Right.
So I think people accuse May of the same thing, because she basically is just the Pyro, but in reverse.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is May sees the world through freaking gritty lenses or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and she kills people with her giant lollipop. And now I'm imagining the bit from Meet the Pyro where all the different other classes are going in, and Heavy says, "I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me." And then it cuts to May.
Yeah. That's actually a meme right now, so if you want to make it, it will probably get watched.
I miss the old days of TF2 before it went fucking bonkers. That game is 11 years old. Do you realize that?
That's pretty old.
11 years since the release of Team Fortress 2 and Portal. That's fucking nuts. And it's
Crazy.
been 14 years since the release of Half-Life 2. Oh, God. So, yeah, I'm...
Only 50 more until 3.
50? Who... At this point, Half-Life 3 has to not happen, right?
Right.
At this point, I don't know. It's so difficult to say because Valve has more or less just stopped developing games altogether anyways, so...
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Scroll through the Overwatch character list real quick, and really nobody on there catches my eye as being somebody that would possibly be removed anytime soon. I feel like most everyone's in a good spot right now and not in danger of such a thing happening. And to once again reiterate, I would rather they not retire any heroes.
I saw a lot of people clamoring for Moira. That bothered me. People hate Moira for some reason. I don't get it.
People hate Moira because of the same thing you were saying about the Pyro. It's hold down the trigger and win.
I don't know. When we played, she seemed fine.
Moira's...
She has a very long range on her, I don't know what you call her attack, because she
The drain.
Yeah,
The
the
magic.
drain. The black magic. She has long range on her drain. I know this because I've used Moira to counter Pharaoh whenever I'm being antagonized as a mercy or something.
They nerfed
Her
the shit
little
out of that.
orb of death is very effective as well in tandem with her drain.
It's so easy to dodge the orb. What?
Yeah.
Unless you're in a room.
Get out of the fucking room!
Yeah.
Like, it's area denial. It's not really supposed to cause damage unless you're stupid. Which I guess a lot of people are stupid, so whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And they nerfed her fucking drain so it doesn't have the ridiculous long range. I remember the day when Moira could fucking pull Farah down out of the sky, and those days are gone. You know what I think a lot of it is? I think a lot of people are pissed about Moira on Overwatch because they don't want to fuck her. I'm not fucking joking. There are a few fan bases.
I believe you.
There are a few fan bases that are so full of fucking perverts as the Overwatch fan base.
I believe you.
I don't know. Have you played a Sonic game? Ever?
It's up there, Addy. It's fucking up there. It's on that level. It's just less weird, usually, I think.
I mean, has it reached freaking ponies yet?
I don't know what McCree does in his spare time, Addy.
You have to level up your horse somehow.
I've already leveled my horse to the max. I don't want to.
But you have to. The horse wants it.
Oh God. Oh no. Hey, so since Ash is in beta, I presume we now know way more about how she plays, right?
Right.
So she can actually shoot the dynamite out of the air, right?
Right.
And I assume that her abilities are the sawed off, the dynamite throw, and that's it. Outside of her ult, obviously, what she calls
that
it.
is correct.
Actually, you know what? I heard something the other day. I heard a person say they had to do the big overhaul patch for Overwatch because Bob is such an absolute unit that he needs it all for himself. Oh Lord, he coming.
Yeah.
He's a big chonker.
That'll just be what Ash says whenever she activates her ult.
Oh Lord, he coming.
That'll be her equivalent of, Justice Reigns from above or It's High Noon. She'll yell, oh Lord, he coming. That will be fucking awesome. Could you imagine?
That's reason enough to play her.
But the thing is, I'm imagining this. You won't understand this until we play Sengoku Basara on the channel, but there's this whole thing. There's this whole cutscene, which is like 2 minutes long, of just this mech samurai going into the sky and then coming down. And I just imagine that, like, you do the ult, it just cuts to like a distant place with Bob on the launching pad, and then just Bob starts flying, and then it goes back to the game, and then he comes down and everybody dies from the shockwave.
Tactical nuke has been launched.
Yeah.
Tactical Bob has been launched.
Even better.
Tactical
Bob.
I love that it's just Bob. Like, the other Omnics we see are like, Bastion and Zenyatta and all that, and this one's just Bob.
Speaking of Bastion, the next topic.
Oh, Operation Wind Bastion.
Oh, well, fuck.
Operation Win Bastion. You get to win your own Bastion.
This is when they buffed Tachanka, so he basically is Bastion, but he can fly.
Yeah.
Tachanka becomes...
Yo, no. The way you fly with Tachanka is if you put your sensitivity up and you just circle around, you become a helicopter.
You propel yourself into the air.
Tachanka becomes Mega Chonker.
Mega Tachanker.
So, I don't think we know anything about the operators yet. They have revealed the map, and what I've heard is that it's an actual fucking fortress, right?
Right, and it's friggin' beautiful.
Right, because aren't they supposed to be doing a big graphics overhaul with either this past update or this upcoming one?
I personally don't recall. They might have.
I might be crazy. Because the Overwatch Ash topic obviously is fucking... I also went crazy, so I could be just going crazy.
Right.
All the time. 100% of the time. So it's going to be set in Morocco, and we're going to get 2 new French operators, but they're called French operators, but they're going to be Moroccan. I guess that's because Morocco probably doesn't have their own special forces.
Probably, maybe.
I'm willing to bet France isn't still occupying Morocco.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Given how badly Vietnam went for them, I'd hope that France is like, you know what? Let's just go ahead.
I'm kind of hoping that at one point, Siege runs out of actual still going special forces, so we have to get shit like the Black Hand and the KGB.
The Black Hand, Eddie. The Black Hand was 3 angry teenagers.
Good enough. Put in 2 of them. One's on defense, one's an attack.
One's a hostage.
Yeah.
One's Franz Ferdinand missing the top half of his head.
Yeah. But they're
stringing it up. They're stringing it up and putting sunglasses over its eyes like fucking Weekend and Bernie's.
The hostage is Franz Ferdinand, and whenever you shoot him, take me out by the band of the same name starts playing.
Oh god. It's the only hostage mode where the objective is to shoot the hostage.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about the Franz Ferdinand story is that they fucking went for him and missed him the first go around. Like they didn't even get a shot. They completely missed where he was and they lost him. So they were like, all right, let's go to the cafe and get a fucking drink and a sandwich. All right, sure.
And then they were there.
And then Franz Ferdinand passes by the front of the cafe and they're like, oh, hey, would you look at that?
Isn't that convenient?
Your unlucky day, pal. How convenient that is. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what the next operators are. I'm curious what they can go with. With Rainbow Six, I always think, they must have run out of options now. But that's because...
Stepladder operator.
Yeah. God damn.
Fusion. It's coming.
Freaking light. Just a torch. Just a person with a freaking light. What's it called? A freaking...
Can't you stick a flashlight onto your guns anyways?
A flashlight.
No.
No, you can't.
That actually would have tactical use because you could flash it in people's eyes and blind them.
Yeah, but not as a freaking operator thing.
No, that'd be awesome. He's just a moving flashbang at all times. He's got headphones over his ears and he's got stereos strapped to his back. But yeah, for my part, because Rainbow Six is limited to what is realistic for the most part, I will always think that. But then again, they had a fucking chick who was like, oh, her special power is nano machines.
Yep.
Son, yeah. Addy always beats me to it. God damn it.
You had Lion with his recon drone.
And then we have Tiger with his golf clubs.
Right. It doesn't get much more sci-fi than that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The self-serving golf club thing that he has, where it turns, is pretty sci-fi if you ask me.
You guys keep going with these stupid jokes. I just thought of something.
It's like Hawkeye's quiver, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really at a loss as to what they could go with next as well, but I'm also not on the creative team trying to figure out what they can do next.
GM June. They're just gonna copy the character over, but instead of there being a blade on the end of the stick, it's a shotgun. It's the same
That'd
character.
be like a improved Buck though.
The new operator.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah. One's the defense and one's the offense. It's obvious.
Exactly.
I see. So for offense, we're getting that freaking guy from World War II who killed people with a broadsword and had freaking a kilt on and played the bagpipes.
And on defense, we get the fucking White Death Polish dude.
Yeah.
You fucking spawn in the area and your head explodes. Because he's not even in the building, he's sitting somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, the thing is, for White Death, to be able to play him, you need to eat snow for like 20 minutes until his thing charges.
He gets a bonus against both Russian and German operators.
Do we have Polish ones yet? Or was it not
we
Polish?
We do. The twins. They are twins, right? Or are they just brother? Or are they just?
They're sisters.
Yeah, brother and sister. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
you don't know. You don't know.
I was about to say, with these straps, with their green hair.
Did you say with these traps?
Yeah.
Did you mean to do that?
Yes.
All right.
Well, the question is, are straps gay? Right. Anyway.
The one philosophers will be racking their brains over for centuries. We got an old friend who's probably got an answer to that question.
Caveman?
No. Yeah, Caveman probably would have an answer to that, but I was referring to someone else. But it's now that you said Caveman, it's funnier.
Sure, Caveman would have quite an elaborate answer, to be honest.
Caveman would be the trap in this question. Possibly. Imagine that, but yeah.
Alright. So, the next up on the list is, I forget, you guys didn't watch Breaking Bad, right?
It's on my to-do list.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, spoilers, Pink, Jesse lives.
Yeah, I think I already know a lot of spoilers. So, it's not like I'd be really going in with fresh eyes anyway, because I probably know a decent amount of stuff that will happen. Because I've definitely read over the years on the forum from people who have watched the show about a lot of their opinions and whatnot.
Yeah, Breaking Bad's a show that's probably pretty hard to dodge spoilers nowadays.
Right. How old is that show anyway? Like
10.
5, 6 years? 10?
Yeah, it turned 10 this year.
Good lordy.
Now, hang on. The finale was 5 years ago, but the first episode was 10 years ago.
Okay.
It lasted for 5 years, 5 seasons.
Makes sense.
But on the note of Breaking Bad, so apparently, this is just, supposedly this is from a rather unreliable source from what I've read, but supposedly they are working, well, I think it's definitely confirmed that they are working on a movie set in the Breaking Bad universe, but the current rumor is that it's going to follow Jesse after Breaking Bad ends. I should have saved this topic for next week. Fuck!
We'll bring it back up.
Quick, edit this out. It never happened.
Quick, just bleep this. It's just 10 minutes of bleeping.
Yeah.
Don't cut it. Be as obnoxious as possible. No, just censor every instance of the word Breaking Bad or Jesse.
Right.
just go like after So Guys, just bass boost the shit out of them speaking.
God. So, hey, do you guys play Final Fantasy 15?
No.
I don't even know what that is. Is 15 a remake or is it a new one?
New one.
It's a new one.
It's already dead.
Already did. I believe it.
It came out 2 years ago, got a lot of big praise, and it's been having a shit ton of DLC come out. Because legitimately, it's probably got I'll admit, the most interesting idea for a Final Fantasy game. There's been like a new
driving cars.
Well, yeah, a little bit, but also they've been having DLC come out afterwards, and each DLC puts you in, has you play as a different member of the party, so that every party member gets their own little sub story, like I don't know, before, after, or during the main story, and I think that's a really interesting concept. But I've never played the game either, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
hey,
that sounds pretty cool.
all the remaining DLC fucking canceled. The director, I can't see the rest of his name, so I'll just.
Heidenreich.
Oh no.
Heidenreich.
That would explain a lot.
Hajime.
It's Hajime Tabata.
Okay. But he is left, and kind of this isn't surprising. It's surprising that they canceled the remaining DLC, though it already has a ton of it, so I think most of the story has been filled out anyways. But the unsurprising part is him leaving, because Final Fantasy 15 supposedly has had a clusterfuck of a development cycle.
Yeah.
I want to say it's definitely been in development for like 10 years. Is it the one that's been in development for like 20 years? Addy, you're going to have to help me.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't like
fuck.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a massive clusterfuck of development. And this is kind of interesting because the game actually was a huge success. And most of the time when games have massive messes of development, they don't turn out very well.
Right.
Cough, cough, Duke Nukem, cough, cough.
I was about to say, like, you know, the one exception being Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, I mean, to my understanding, Final Fantasy 15 was pretty weird in terms of the early sections of the game are, Stand By Me, where you're a bunch of fucking teens going on a road trip, and then the last stretch of the game is like, okay, now you kill God. But I think that's Final Fantasy, isn't it?
It starts off with freaking Life is Strange, and it ends with Bayonetta.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Well, I wish the Final Fantasy characters were as powerful as Bayonetta. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, you're not wrong. No. But I've always heard conflicting things about the game. Like, particularly I've heard from, I think Brian really liked the game, but I might be crazy. It's either Brian or Ethan that really liked the game, which, makes sense. I'm conflating those two because those two are the biggest.
Right.
Those two are the biggest Japan gamers in the group. And
Right.
Soon really didn't like it because he thought it was really boring. Because it's the kind of game that's got fishing mini games and shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
So is Yakuza.
So does Red Dead.
What doesn't have a fishing minigame nowadays?
Anything that's released by Sega.
Well, wait, is Red Dead 2 secretly a Sega game?
Yeah, he just didn't pick up on the clues. Sonic's hiding there all along. He's the last crew member.
Arthur is secretly the great-great-great-great-grandfather of Kiryu.
Yeah. The dragon of the Wild West.
They did overhaul the melee system, so I mean, you're not wrong.
But you see the dragon of the Wiki Wild Wild West.
Oh no. Oh, my favorite thing people making fun of Red Dead Online is just taking pictures of Wild Wild West and then throwing Red Dead Online 2018 on it. Oh my god, I'd assume neither of you guys have watched Wild Wild West?
No, but I've heard the song enough times.
I know I've seen Wild Wild West at one point in my life, but it was also when I was a lot younger, so I don't have great memory of it.
Lucky you guys, it's a hilariously atrocious movie.
The only thing I remember about Wild Wild West is there's like the movie's antagonist or something has like a gigantic spider mech.
Yes.
That's the only thing I remember about it.
That's the only thing everybody remembers about it. That and fucking Kevin Kline cross-dressing or something like that.
Remember Kevin Kline? I don't.
Yeah.
Remember Calvin Klein?
See,
I don't either.
I had to double check to make sure I wasn't thinking of the fucking fashion designer when I was saying his name.
The thing about the fashion designer thing is that they're most known for like underwear over here. Klein means small.
They're also known for our underwear over here, and we are aware that German means small. Klein is probably one of the easiest German words to understand. But, yeah. So, hey, that sounds really sad, and I hope Final Fantasy continues to deviate from whatever the fuck Final Fantasy 13 was. Now, if they go back to 6, I think we'd all be happy, but...
I want them to go back to 10-2 or whichever it one was, the one with freaking Titus.
That's just 10 regular. 10-2 is the one where it's the 3 naked chicks.
Ah.
Oh, can we go back to 10-2?
No, Pink, you don't get it. It's a dress-up doll kind of naked chicks game.
Aw.
I think the actual mechanic is you switch between the different outfits and it gives you different powers, like fucking Sailor Moon or some shit.
Like Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Yeah.
I feel like there are a lot of games that have stat boosting items of apparel.
That is true, but are they on basically naked Barbie dolls?
I don't believe so.
They should be.
And are they Japanese?
Not the ones that I play.
Addy, I was expecting another they should be.
I was considering going for it, but I thought it would be too much.
It's never too much, because enough is never enough.
Nah. So, hey, how many of you guys grew up reading the Prima Game video game guides?
Prima Games is not something that exists here.
You know, I did not, but before we move on, can I just ask, is that picture in the thumbnail just McCree?
Yes,
Final Fantasy version?
It's Japanese McCree, Pink.
Yeah.
It's from their Overwatch crossover. Which, I mean, like, you laugh at it like it's a joke, but it actually could be a thing, considering they crossed over with bloody Assassin's Creed Origins.
They crossed over with Half-Life. And The Sims.
Right.
You could dress
right.
you could turn the main character into Gordon Freeman and give him a crowbar as a melee weapon and fight God with a crowbar as Gordon Freeman.
The way it's meant to be. Half-Life 3 was before us all along. It's just called Final Fantasy 15.
Right.
How did Gordon Freeman inherit this fucking sci-fi fantasy kingdom?
By the power of freaking
Japan.
Kleiner. No, by the power of Kleiner.
By the power of Kevin Klein? Did the giant robot spider build it?
No, the Kleiner, the scientist.
I know who Kleiner is. I was trying to loop it back around to Wild Wild West, guy. I'm the one who's played Half-Life 2 here, you fuck.
I played the demo of Part 2. That's it. Like Half-Life 2 Part 2 or whatever the hell it was called.
I don't think
I have absolutely no experience with Half-Life whatsoever.
You've played a first-person shooter made after the year 2000. You've got some degree of experience with Half-Life.
Well, I've only played Doom.
Yeah.
So
hey. Oh god, I'm gonna need to sneeze. Oh! It passed.
Well, you're screwed now. It'll come back when you least expect it.
it's like Final Destination, only with sneezing.
It's lying in wait.
Now I owe God a sneeze.
Like you made a fool out of the sneezing gods, so now whenever you least expect it freaking everything will conspire against you. Like inanimate objects will start moving just so you will sneeze.
I swear I've been fine this entire fucking past month. And now my nose decides to start acting up again. Specifically during this fucking podcast, I swear. Oh god.
It's like episode 49, huh? That sounds pretty important. Let's screw up your nose.
Oh god. Hey, this means you guys get more of the spotlight. Oh god.
Well, I don't think we want the spotlight right now because I don't think either of us have done anything regarding Prima Games and their strategy guides or whatnot.
I think I got like an Assassin's Creed Origins strategy guide for free from them, but that's about it.
Yeah. They had to do that in the last couple of years because they've been hurting so bad. Giving away fucking free strategy guides. Like, I was looking at the mobile app for Red Dead 2, and it's like, oh yeah, and you can also read the fucking strategy guide through this. I'm like, why would you give that away for free? Like, I grew up reading the Prima guides. For me, I actually I'm sitting right next to an old collection I have of them. I've got like, shit, oh man, like 40 strategy guides over here. Which is unfortunate because they're fucking expensive.
Yeah.
40 of them.
I would have made better progress in a lot of Zelda games had I ever used a strategy guide.
Oh yeah, the older a game is, the higher the chance is that you need a strategy guide to finish it.
Right.
Because some of the shit is just like, who the fuck would have thought of that? But as games have got simpler and easier to get into, the purpose of strategy guides has kind of declined. The only games that would really need strategy guides anymore are the Dark Souls games, and the Dark Souls games are played by the kinds of people who don't want to use a strategy guide.
Right.
Also known as not us.
Dude, I swear, the Suffering series we were going to do, at some point we were going to have to put one of us through a Souls game. Probably me.
Yeah, I'll do it. We just need the funds.
I can do Bloodborne, and you can do the Souls. The Souls.
We all need to do at least one.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do Lord of the Fallen.
Oh god, you'd be the one who's really suffering there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Addy, you go ahead and fall on that sword. Me and Pink will take the ones that are actually good. We'll let you take that one. Oh man, who would get stuck with Sekiro? Oh, well, obviously Addy would do Sekiro. Was it
that's like
and Neo.
From the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I hear somebody bring that game up and I'm like, Neo what? Like Neo Geo?
Neo Geo.
Or I think they're trying to say near as in like Nier Automata, and they're fucking it up either. It's too similar. I don't get it.
Right.
Don't you mean like Musashi in Neo?
What?
Miyamoto Musashi, whatever.
Hey, Death Stranding. That's gonna be a funny fucking game, won't it?
We've already played it.
We have?
Have we?
Yes.
When?
I mean, on Halloween.
No,
what
we
is Death
didn't.
Stranding?
Well, I'm thinking of another joke. Wasn't the whole part about freaking Big the Cat?
Oh, okay. You got me confused there for a little bit. Okay. I was thinking Addy was like confusing Amnesia with Death Stranding. Like all horror games just blur together for Addy. But yes, I think so. Metal Gear was kind of niche because I don't think either of you guys were ever even slightly interested in Metal Gear, right?
Right.
Somewhat, maybe. Addy, now that you're on PlayStation, oh damn it, they already gave Phantom Pain away as the free game. Fuck.
I already have it on Xbox.
Oh. How come I never heard you talk about it?
I never played through it.
Oh right, you had only played through Ground Zeroes. I forgot you'd said that.
No, I didn't even play through Ground Zeroes either.
Oh.
If anything, I got further in Phantom Pain.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Now I know two people that have played Phantom Pain but not Ground Zeroes. I can't imagine.
I played Ground Zeroes.
I thought you said you didn't play Ground Zeroes!
No, I played through more of Phantom Pain than Ground Zeroes. I have played Ground Zeroes, but I haven't played through that one either.
But Ground Zeroes is like an hour. You're not going to put more time into Ground Zeroes than Phantom Pain.
I know. It just didn't interest me at the time, and then it wasn't free anymore.
But hey, so Death Stranding is a weird enough thing I think we're all interested in, right?
I'm not sure.
Have we talked about this before? Because I don't recall it.
I think Death Stranding has come up at some point, and I believe we. What the fuck? Okay, I believe we mentioned at some point that I definitely mentioned that I was interested in Death Stranding, and I want to say, did Pink, didn't you say you were interested in the game?
I may have. So, I see Kojima up there, and I know we oftentimes discuss him. I just don't recall much about Death Stranding right now.
Right, so Death Stranding is the kind of, basically it's going to be Silent Hills, but not Silent Hills. And it's going to still have the same cast. It's got Norman Reedus, it's got Hideo Kojima working behind the scenes, it's got Guillermo del Toro playing a character and presumably also working behind the scenes, Mads Mikkelsen, Troy Baker, what have you. And we're still not exactly sure what kind of game it's going to be, because for the longest time we thought it was going to be survival horror, and it still does look like that, but there's been hinted at elements other than that too. Like, for a while, people have been worried it's becoming a development hell situation, right?
Right.
And for my part, like, I obviously don't really hope that that happens, because I love Silent Hill and I love Metal Gear. So I'd love to see Kojima bring back Silent Hill outside of Konami's reach.
I mean, there are always pachinko machines.
No, Addy, there are never pachinko machines. But supposedly, according to some sources, including apparently a Japanese newspaper, apparently, Death Stranding may actually be entering the polishing phase, and they may actually be interested in actually giving a fucking release date. Which, how long did it take Last Guardian to get a release date?
12 years.
Yeah, probably.
They're gonna wait until Kojima dies, and then they release it on that day.
Kojima's gonna show Sakurai the true extremes.
Yeah.
Kojima's gonna go on camera. Kojima's gonna go on camera and say, "Don't ask me for anything ever again," and then just shoots himself.
No, he sets everything on fire, including himself, just to one up.
Oh God, Sakurai. He becomes the Burning Man from from Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
And he turns into a giant flame whale like the Burning Man does. Oh, God. But, yes, Death Stranding. It is a big game that I am fucking hyped for, and I hope it turns out well. And yet again, it's another topic. I should have saved this for next week when my fellow horror aficionado, Mike, is on. Addy, you will learn to appreciate Death Stranding after we get you to play through the Silent Hill games.
Possibly.
You'll be after. I would hope after finishing Silent Hill 3, you'll be left wanting more. But at the same time, the HD collection fucks those games up really badly.
I feel like that's not what they intended.
It's Konami. It's definitely what they intended, Pink.
They thought they would somehow push us to buy more pachinko. It's reverse psychology.
You don't want these games. What you want is pachinko.
Games are stupid. Let's all switch to pachinko, guys.
Yeah, who needs a new Contra when you can have Contra Pachinko? They even removed the freaking new game from the bloody phones they had once upon a time.
Oh, that fucking rumor they was spreading about Konami deleting PT off people's consoles. Like, no. On one hand, no. On the other hand, with Konami, I'd almost believe it.
I definitely believe it. It's Konami.
They update PT so that when you start it, it doesn't play the game. It just is an ad for Silent Hill Pachinko.
No, they updates PT, so it's a picture of Kojima crying.
Oh, God. They update PT, so it's still a cyclical hell, but instead of going through the cyclical hell of a man who killed his family, you're going through the cyclical hell of Kojima being tortured by Konami.
Yeah.
Make more Metal Gear. You cannot escape the past.
Konami and freaking Nintendo will do a crossover in the sequel to this, where it's a picture of Sakurai and Kojima.
Oh, it's the fucking stupid Sonic picture I brought up a couple months ago. The Silent Hill Zone 1.
Yeah.
It's just Kojima and Sakurai looking around like, what the fuck? Oh, man.
That's just a honk Kirby for some reason.
Sakurai is haunted by Kirby. That's his pyramid head.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, what have we got coming out on the channel in the next couple of weeks? Well, probably more BioShock. Definitely more Dead Space. Because the recordings have actually wrapped up on Dead Space. Hip hip
Oh,
fucking
nice!
hooray.
Congratulations.
Yep. So now there is an Alex and Pink series finished, and there's an Alex and Addie series finished. When the fuck are you two gonna get around to finishing a series?
We
I
still
don't think
have
we're ever gonna finish Fallout, to be honest.
we still have Howard. We still have Howard. He lives. We just don't have time.
I think Howard is just in a coma right now.
Yeah.
He was stung by a Cazador and nobody's seen him since.
He got out of
How-
one coma from getting shot in the head and then went into another.
Right? What does
Howard-
our look
Howard-
at? 2?
Howard went into freaking dynamite in his coma.
Isn't Mr. House's first name Howard?
But no, we wrote it with J.
With a J?
Yes.
Why?
Because I mispressed the thing, so it just stuck.
So it's like a Hispanic Howard?
Yes.
You should have added an O to the name. He's Howard.
We should have.
Ah, God. So, hey, Dead Space is going to be wrapping up. There will definitely be a one-shot on Wednesday. We've got a couple one-shots lined up. I don't know which one we'll release. It'll probably It'll depend on what I panic and release on Wednesday.
Yeah, and then we have the start of the adventure series.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be doing
Coming up.
that. We're going to be doing that
Yeah.
this week. Oh, boy. I can hope that we'll get more Scribblenauts out, though we've been running into a bit of an issue with getting Scribblenauts lately. But we'll definitely be working on it and try to get it out as soon as possible. I believe... Did I
Right.
already say that we're going to put more BioShock out?
Yes, you started with that.
Fuck. Ah. But, hey, there's going to be some good shit coming out on the channel. Tune in. Or don't. You fucking assholes.
You probably won't.
Tune in or I'll find you.
And then he finds you. He will stick chocolate down your throat, and then put it on the internet for the freaking inflation fetishists.
Oh.
Make you a big chonker.
Oh.
Yeah, all lot to come in.
Ah. So, hey, Pink, what'd you done this past week other than not getting a PS4?
Well, it's funny that I did it this week when we were just discussing a topic similar to this. I started Metal Gear The Phantom Pain.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How far are you into it?
I finished the prologue and I'm in chapter 1 at this point. I didn't get very far into it because my suppressor blew up and I refused to go any further. But good lordy. That game starts off with a what the hell and just doesn't stop.
That intro is the most divisive thing ever. Because I remember Ted and Soon coming out of that game and being like, the intro was terrible, but the rest of the game is great. Mike came out of the intro and he was like, that was fucking amazing! Like, sometime around the fucking fire whale jumping over the mountain, your opinion is formed.
Right.
I legit had no idea what to think of the game because I always assumed Metal Gear was something like that, like took itself seriously and wanted to be kind of cemented in the actual world, despite the fact that there are so many memes around.
Yeah, the thing here, Pink,
is.
the thing here, Pink, is that you think that I'm the only one in this team who likes stupid Japanese bullshit. W is just good at hiding it.
I'm good at picking the good shit, okay?
The good pickings. But yeah, once that whale came out, I literally had no words. I was like, I don't know if this is taking itself seriously or if it wants me to laugh. I'm just not sure here.
Right, so Pink, here's the thing. You will meet a sniper.
Don't,
Who-
Addy, stop there.
Don't-
Stop
don't-
there. Let's hear Pink's actual reaction when he gets there. Don't spoil it.
just don't kill them.
Don't kill her. Yeah, absolutely. The non-lethal option is present, Pink. Do not forget that.
Right, I've been going non-lethal all throughout this entire playthrough thus far. Because usually when I'm given a stealth and non-lethal option, I will take it.
Oh, you're gonna love Metal Gear then, because Metal Gear's all about that. There's also a fair warning to be had. If you don't want to deal with having to constantly get your suppressor replaced and all that, which is understandable, there is a workaround.
What's that?
Alright, so you want to get an engineer. I forget what level of engineering you need to unlock, but I think it's like the first level of engineering. You just need to get a guy who's good at engineering, and it will unlock weapon customization. And if you use weapon customization to add a suppressor to a weapon, the suppressor is unbreakable.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, so that's why my suppressor on my sniper rifle is unbreakable then.
Yep. The instant you figure that out, you don't have to worry about suppressor refreshing ever again. That game is weird, dude. But I'm gonna assume, like, how far have you already got the mission where you rescue Kaz?
I'm working on that mission right now.
Okay, that's probably one of the better missions, and that's probably one of the more entertaining missions for me. But like, that game is a ton of fun, and I dropped off entirely once I hit Chapter 2. However, I should add, Pink, you probably think, how long do you think Chapter 1's gonna be?
Going from the prologue, that took me like an hour and a half, probably 6 hours.
Ooh.
At my pace,
Ooh.
if I'm lucky.
No, there are only 2 chapters in Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain. So chapter one is like 50 or 60 hours.
Wait, W, did we quit at the same time then?
The game has 2 effective endings. So, Addy, what I'm going to ask you is, did you complete that first big boss fight, the huge one in the canyon?
Yes.
Right, and then the Vengeance, right? Did you complete the Vengeance? Let's ask that.
I'm not sure.
Did you have your revenge?
I don't think I did.
Okay, I don't think you finished Chapter 1 then.
I moved on to another place from the starting point.
Yeah, I think that happens. I think that happens probably midway or early into Chapter 1. Building other bases, I don't remember when that mechanic pops up. I feel like that's as soon as you get to Africa.
Yeah, I'm in Africa right now.
Okay, you absolutely did not. If you had just got to Africa, then you absolutely did not finish Chapter 1.
Okay.
But yeah, Pink, you'll probably want to work through the Afghanistan bits. Like, this is just my own personal taste, but you probably want to work through the Afghanistan bits as fast as you can just to get to Africa, because I love the Africa map in that game.
All right.
It looks incredible. Much more than the kind of just bland, constant brown and sand of Afghanistan, which I'm sure is accurate to Afghanistan, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. It's accurate, but not quite pretty.
Yeah. There's a reason the Soviets had trouble invading Afghanistan. The Afghanistanis are the only ones who can stand that place.
And even they might hate it.
I do appreciate one of my favorite things about Phantom Pain is choosing to focus on a conflict that doesn't really get focused on in Western media that much, that being the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan.
Right.
Because that is supposed to be like the Soviets' equivalent of Vietnam in terms of a incredibly disastrous war for them. So it's weird that we don't talk about it very much.
It's not American history, so why would we discuss it?
Yeah.
That's the answer there.
Yeah. Whenever people talk about Vietnam around me, I always bring up the French war in Vietnam in the 50s first. And then every time they're like, what?
What happened?
The French exist after World War II? And so I'm curious with Phantom Pain, how much of the crazy gadgets are you using?
I've not used anything crazy as of yet. It's all throwing empty ammo clips and then I was about to say sterilizing, tranquilizing whoever comes near.
Sterilizing.
You shoot him in the...
That sounds so wrong.
You take out clippers and then you cut their balls off.
I was thinking you just shoot him and then you yell at him. You can't have any kids anymore. No kids for you.
No, you play the game like Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Wasn't it Sniper Elite where you could shoot people's balls off?
Or that, I don't freaking remember.
I think it was Sniper Elite.
Pretty sure it was...
I am 100% sure it was Sniper Elite that advertised like shoot Hitler's balls off, and it showed a slow-mo X-ray cam of bullets going through Hitler's testicles.
Yeah, that's actually a gameplay thing, by the way.
Yeah. Or was it just one testicle? I feel like they went along with the old rumor about Hitler that he only had one. Whatever. I'm not knowledgeable on the Hitler testicle mechanics of Sniper Elite.
Hitler had 3 testicles because he was a panda.
What? Okay. Well, let's look. Okay, no answers. Let's not get context on that. No context. Just keep going. Hitler's a panda. So, Pink, have you used the cardboard box?
I've not gotten the cardboard box yet.
Oh, right. I forgot you need to research the cardboard box before you can use it. I love the absurdity of that. Research cardboard boxes. It's 1984. You shouldn't need to research cardboard boxes. We'll fucking do it anyways.
Perfect.
Reach maximum cardboard box efficiency. But yeah,
no one is more knowledgeable than Snake when it comes to cardboard boxes.
This isn't Snake though. This is Big Boss.
Yeah, this is not Snake.
Yeah, Big Boss.
This is Snake's
Big
daddy.
Snake. This is Big Snake.
Big Snake.
Aren't they all like the same person?
They're all clone. The 3 snakes are clones of him. Solid, Liquid, and Solidus.
The best Big Boss clone is Raiden. Or Raiden.
I think Raiden is supposed to, in terms of personality, be closer to Big Boss than Solid Snake, actually.
Wait, he's actually a clone of Big Boss.
Not physically, but mentally, yes.
Okay, then.
Because the Patriots programmed him to be that way, because they wanted another Big Boss. But, what was I going to say?
Yeah, I mean, the Cyber Linkway needs to live on.
You're not wrong. What was I going to say? Damn it. Right. For what it's worth, I think you can still play as Big Boss in Smash, though. Because I think they definitely had in Brawl where you could switch Snake to Big Boss's colors. But I don't know if... I presume they'd keep the same thing going for Smash Ultimate, right?
Probably. I don't imagine them changing that.
Yeah.
Big Boss will be Snake's Echo Fighter.
That would actually be awesome. Imagine if instead of... He doesn't get Snake's rocket launcher... The rocket launcher where you can guide the rocket. Instead, he just gets. Right. Instead, he just shoots out his rocket fist.
Yeah. Oh shit! Big Boss. Imagine Big Boss in freaking Devil May Cry 5. He has the hand, so
he does. That's the thing. He does. And one of Nero's hands actually is a rocket hand that he can shoot off. And he can ride it like a skateboard. Ah, God.
But yeah, Pink, did you do the rescuing Kaz mission, or are you just
he said he's doing it right now.
Yeah, I've just started the game this week, so I've not made much progress into it.
I don't want to. We'll definitely talk more next week. It's actually great that you're starting that, because that means we're going to have a massive fucking discussion with Mike, because Mike absolutely adores Phantom Pain. But
yeah, I'm asking about the casting is because my biggest memory being like freaking just hauling Kaz around and getting shot at from 15 different points because I was like, I don't have the time to actually snipe people, so I run in with a shotgun or something like that. It works. I didn't die somehow.
You probably got a shitty rating at the end though.
Probably, yeah.
Like Kaz just tunes in on the radio and he's like, "Boss, everybody saw you. That was the opposite of an infiltration mission. You might as well have done that mission naked.
And thus Naked Snake was born.
Here's the thing: you can do it naked.
Oh,
Well,
how?
he has to wear pants, but you can otherwise do it naked. No gear, just big boss in his pants running around.
Well, now I know how I have to do that mission now.
Pink will buy the game for Pink will buy a PC, then buy the game for PC, and then mod it in so it has like Sims nakedness.
The little pixelated butt.
Yeah.
I don't know. The butts in Metal Gear are already really detailed. You don't really need that. Just color it. Just color the pants flesh colored and done. What was I going to say? I want to say switching to the naked outfit actually gives you better score at the end of the mission as well. I mean, as it should. But I love the idea of giving yourself handicaps for free points.
Yeah, like the chicken hat. The world's biggest handicap.
The opposite. Doesn't using the chicken hat actually entirely remove your ability to get an S rank in that game?
It does.
Yeah. My favorite thing is when you first put it on, just out of the blue you hear and there's no explanation. Isn't it the same stupid fucking hat that the cashiers at the Cluckenbell and San Andreas wear?
I think it might be.
Oh, I love it.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Why did Cluckenbell not return for GTA 5?
I don't know. It came back for 4, but it didn't for 5.
It's a rather strange omission, given it's in the exact same location as San Andreas.
I think it was supposed to come back, but then they scrapped it. From what I remember of the beta thing.
Hang on. I think there are Cluckenbell locations, but because there isn't an eating system in GTA 5 like there is in the other GTA games, so you can't go inside. Because San Andreas, you could eat food to fill out your hunger, and in GTA 4, you could eat food to refill your health, but in GTA 5, you can't do either. So I think that Cluckenbell is there, it's just one of those buildings that can't be entered.
Right. How sad.
Yeah.
I have fond memories of hiding the Cluckenbells with 5-star rating.
And the fucking cashier pulls a shotgun on you.
Right.
Like, where would you fit that under the counter?
Buster.
It wasn't under the counter. It was on his person.
That's even funnier. Because you're imagining a cashier with a shotgun strapped to his back, just casually giving out orders.
Right.
Did you play anything or watch anything or do anything other than Metal Gear?
Aside from Metal Gear, I don't think I watched anything new. My family is starting to go through a lot of Christmas movies because it's that time of year, and there are a lot of Christmas movies to watch before the 25th.
Oh, so, do you have ones that you watch every year?
Yeah.
Okay, how many? Because my family
watches all of. Go ahead.
No, Eddie, you finish your joke.
He watches all of the episodes of Home Alone. That lasts him until the 25th.
Aren't there 5 of those?
That's 4 too many, isn't it?
I don't know. The second one was all right. It had Tim Curry in it.
Yeah, the second one was all right, and then the rest I have yet to see, but I heard that they're pretty good.
I'd say Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1, honestly.
I'm inclined to agree, in all honesty.
Home Alone 2, though, has got the most brutal one. Like, Home Alone 1 had some brutal traps. Home Alone 2, like, Kevin just straight up throws bricks at them.
Right. They are dead. They were dead in the first one, now they're super dead.
As a little kid, a lot of it fit into suspension of disbelief, but when I saw that fucking brick nail Joe Pesci in the forehead, I was like, he's dead. You cannot... Yeah. It's a fucking brick. You cannot survive that.
And that's like the first thing he does to kick off the little land of traps.
Yeah.
Did he light them on fire in that one too? Because I know he lit Joe Pesci on fire in the first one. Okay, he lit both of them on fire. Home Alone 2 is a funny movie because it's just a repeat of the first movie, but better. I find it weird when sequels do that. Because most of the time I talk garbage, but sometimes it works.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. So, what is your Christmas routine there, Pink?
Christmas routine. Let me think.
He wakes up at 3 a.m. to see if Santa's come.
So I'm usually awake
On
before
November
Santa comes
10th?
nowadays.
Yes, on November 10th.
That fat bastard cheated me again. Damn it, where's the Easter Bunny? Why can't I vote for the president yet?
Why can't I vote for Santa for president yet?
Oh, the Christmas party versus the Halloween party. Oh no.
It's Jack Skellington versus Santa. Or no, it's actually just Santa's two selves, Santa and Satan. You get it?
Santa and Satan.
And it's just the same person.
It's just two sides of the same face.
Yeah. It's just Roddy Piper in blackface.
Why is there Roddy Piper in blackface? Why?
That's the thing that came up in my mind for just the same person with two different faces.
He was wearing ow, shit. Roddy Piper in blackface. Well, it's a fuck, wasn't it? It was.
I don't remember. I remember that half of his face was colored. I don't remember what color it was.
Well, yeah, but that's a typical Scottish fucking war paint. And also, Roddy Piper's not Scottish. He's Canadian. Wrestling lied to you. Vince lied to you. There is no Santa Claus. It's all just Vince.
Yeah.
It was Vince all along.
Bloody hell.
So hey, Pink, what? I said Halloween.
How do you celebrate Hanukkah, Prince? Yes.
Call me Prince.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
Eddie
But I
fucking
love it.
reached over to the United States and he just turned my brain off. And he turned his own off. And Pink's here to suffer.
So, the pop star formerly known as Prince. How do you celebrate Hanukkah?
I don't typically. I'm honestly not even sure what day Hanukkah is on, so that makes me a bad person.
Yes. Isn't Hanukkah like a 25-day holiday?
Yeah.
Fucking lucky Jewish bastards. Alright, what movies do you watch for Christmas, Pink?
There are probably 5 that everyone watches, together because people get mad if you watch it without them. They are, if I can remember them all, Elf, Christmas Vacation, Scrooge, Muppet Christmas Carol, and the 5th one escapes me.
I am so happy I run into another person. Every time I run into another person that watches Christmas Vacation on a yearly basis. Because in my household, for a while, it's only been the one. It's only been Christmas Vacation, but the last couple of years, I've been trying to make Nightmare Before Christmas a tradition as well.
See, I've honestly never even seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's one of the only two good musicals in existence.
It's pretty good, yeah. I watched it with my bigger sister when she was in the emo phase. I also watched the Princess Bride like this. I also like that movie.
Princess Bride? Am I thinking of the right movie? That's the one with Andre the Giant, right?
No, I think that might be what was that called? I don't remember. Princess Bride is a stop motion thing.
Oh.
No, Princess Bride is the Andre the Giant movie.
No, yeah, Princess Bride. I'm thinking of the other one, freaking Corpse Bride. That's the name.
Corpse Bride.
Not quite the Princess Bride.
I was about
The
to make
superior version.
I was about to make a joke about them being a corpse now, but they're actually not. Oh God. I'm surprised anyone watched Corpse Bride. Like I'll admit to being mostly a huge Tim Burton fanboy, and I saw the trailers for Corpse Bride, and I was like, yeah, I'll pass.
It's actually not that bad.
I was worried.
But again,
I was worried it'd just turn into a bunch of necrophilia jokes.
no, not that I can remember. Anyway, it's actually more about love and shit like that. It's a movie for emo.
Yeah, yeah, no fucking kidding. Ah. And I'd love to hear from Tim Burton about love, the guy who's divorced twice.
He can tell you about his love for Johnny Depp.
Not anymore, he can't.
Is he divorced with him too now?
I don't know. Last I heard, yeah.
Pirates of the Corpse Bride. The next Johnny
Coming
Depp and
no
ever.
longer because things just couldn't get along in the household.
Pirates of the Corpse Bride actually describes perfectly one of the games I played this past week, so when we get there...
Warhammer?
Yeah.
Warhammer?
Yeah. It finally came out. But, Pink, so, Christmas Vacation, how long have you been watching that one?
Forever, because, yeah, that was probably one of my dad's favorite Christmas movies, and I was born mid-late 90s, so it's been around longer than I have, so I basically grew up watching Christmas Vacation yearly.
I am in the exact same spot. I have grown up on Shitter's Full.
Yep.
Hallelujah and holy shit. It's gonna be the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap dance with Danny fucking K. Well, I thought your family had a whole thing against cursing.
I've been working a lot, so I know they've been watching a lot of Christmas movies lately, but I know they did in fact watch Christmas Vacation a night or two ago, because when I woke up I heard it on, but they've watched a lot of movies that I have not seen, so I just have to hope that I come in for the good ones, which will probably be closer to December when Christmas is actually coming sooner than later.
I like how Pink just completely evaded that question.
Gosh darn it, I knew I was muted. Hang on a second.
No, Pink, we can hear you. We can hear you. Oh, fuck. Well, he left anyways.
I'm thinking he couldn't hear us.
Yeah, I think that may be the case. But let's still pretend there was nothing wrong, so we'll make him the idiot.
Yeah.
Nah. You ever watch Christmas Vacation, Hattie?
I don't think I did.
It's got Chevy Chase and his hillbilly cousin. Pink, we could hear you the entire time. You didn't need to leave.
So whenever I assume that you guys have cut out for me, I start to talk, and then I worry that I shouldn't be talking, because what if you guys are talking and I can't hear you and I'm just talking over you?
It's the fucking worry of internet Discord shit, man.
Which is why we need to move into the same house.
Right.
You guys can stay the fuck out of my house. I'll send you both to the fucking projects. Which is probably still better than what Addie lives in right now, but...
I live in I'm not sure what you would call it in American English. In British English, they call it a flat.
A 2-room one, right?
No, it's it's a 3-room one actually. Yeah.
That is absurd for Americans.
Why?
Okay. You want to know how many rooms there are in the place I live in now?
How many?
Let me count. It's 17 rooms.
That's a lot. All right.
17 rooms.
How rich
Good
are
lordy.
you? Or correction, how rich is your family?
Kind of.
Kind of. Good answer.
I don't think we're 1%.
I'll take it.
I don't think we're 1%ers, but I recognize that I am a very lucky man.
Right.
Yeah, for me, like ever since I've been born, or my grandma has been living with us, so that would be
You've got like 7 people in your apartment, don't you?
it's 6. It was 6 when I was growing up. Now it's just 4.
Ah, okay.
But depending on whether or not one of my sister's boyfriends are living with us because of family issues, in that case it would be 8 at a time.
Wait, how does that amount double?
Let's stop there before it gets more personal.
Okay, that's a good point, Alex.
I was already getting awkward when I realized I was bringing my family's financial status into question. Nah. So, what was I going to say? Right, so let's go back over those movies that you said you watch yearly. You said Christmas Story and Christmas Vacation, right?
I did not say Christmas Story.
Oh, thank God, Christmas Story is the Witcher of Christmas movies.
Yes. I absolutely hate that movie. I've seen it maybe once. Probably only the first 2 hours, though, because I didn't feel like staying around for the rest of the 17.
It really sucks being from Indiana, because there it's kind of like a pride thing there. It's the one fucking famous movie that's set in Indiana, ever. That and Parks and Recreation are the only famous things set in Indiana, pretty much. In Parks and Recreation, I can feel proud about Parks and Recreation, but not Christmas Story. I've never watched it, but I see enough of that dumbass kid's face, and I'm like, yeah, pass. The only thing I ever hear about it is the fucking leg lamp and the Red Ryder, you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Right.
The only thing I know about that movie is the like freaking. Doesn't it have a thing about cursing as well? Because that has never been done before. Cursing in a Christmas movie.
I think that movie came out in the late 70s or early 80s, so back then, actually, yeah, that was weird.
I mean, yeah, I know that, but people are still acting like it's a big deal. Is the thing.
Okay, maybe in Hungary, but over here in the United States, we brought our kids to go watch Deadpool, so. Yeah, you watch Ronald Reynolds get fucked in the ass, kid.
And you enjoy it.
Teaching the next generation of cocks. Anyway.
Oh no, I'm out of stamina. I need to drink alcohol.
I'm playing For Honor. I run into a similar issue, only instead of running out of stamina, it's running out of life, because there's 15 Woolian standing right next to me.
You're running out of life because you're getting the shit beaten out of you?
Alcohol can fix that too.
I'm running out of life because there's literally no window to parry.
Yeah, my understanding is the Chinese heroes are super broken right now, right?
People keep saying that they aren't. People keep saying that the original cast should be brought up to the level that they're at. People might be wrong. Just because it's faster for them to get nerfed.
Right.
The vast population being wrong? No! If everybody says it, it can't be wrong. Oh, shit. So, out of those Christmas movies, how many were you actually there to see, Pink?
Oh, as previously mentioned, I did get to see a little bit of Christmas Vacation. They've not watched any of the other 5 movies that I mentioned, or 4 rather, because I don't remember what the 5th one was. I have seen, I forget what it's called. Gosh darn it. Christmas movies tend to blend together for me, but...
The Grinch.
Not the Grinch.
Oh, Elf. You did say Elf.
Right.
I would watch Elf, but I fucking hate Will Ferrell.
Outside of Elf, I don't think I've seen Will Ferrell in much of anything because I'm not a big movie person.
That was an accident.
Polar Express, maybe.
No, I'm not a fan of Polar Express. It was one of those yearly movies, but I think as everyone got older, they kind of all said, "Yeah, this movie actually isn't all that good."
As they should.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say I still enjoy it, but I haven't seen it in 5 years, probably.
Right. It might be an okay movie. I just don't like the animation of it. So that's probably the biggest turnoff for me.
It being an
how
early
about the
animation
Hobo
means it
Ghost?
looks real fucking weird.
Right.
How about the Ghost Hobo?
I still don't understand the Ghost Hobo. It's been decades now, and I still don't understand the purpose of that Ghost Hobo.
Was the Ghost Hobo just Tom Hanks?
I think so.
I think when I was a kid, I assumed that the Ghost Hobo was Santa.
Santa down on his luck.
Yeah.
No, it's like Santa in disguise, right? So we can keep an eye on the kids.
It's like Hungarian King Matthew, who went into the peasants disguised as one to ask about what they think about him or whatever he did. I forget.
Spies are nothing new.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but the king was the spy for the king.
Yeah, that is a little odd. It's not every day you see a king
Bless
go out
you.
doing spying for himself. Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't even think his name was Matthew. I don't remember what his name was. Like Marius or something like that. Like I remember his name. I don't remember what it would be in English. Is the thing.
Probably Mattias. I don't know why we bother with translating names. That doesn't really make much sense to translate.
Right.
Because, like, a lot of the shit is very much not translated. Like, we don't bother with translating half the names. Why do we bother with translating the others?
Right.
Do one or the other. Don't fucking half-ass it.
Arthur Christmas. I feel like that one kind of flies under the radar because it's it might have been very new. I don't know how old it is at this point, but
I think it was a box office bomb when it came out, wasn't it?
probably.
I know I didn't see it because the ads made it look very generic.
Right.
Like your typical...
But-
So it's a Christmas movie, is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Addy, shut the fuck... Addy, you do not bring your heresy into my fucking Christmas dojo.
Christmas Dojo, I love it. Yeah,
I
that
decided
one
Christmas for you.
probably did bomb. Because I honestly don't even remember seeing any trailers for it. I had never heard of it until the family watched it. But I thought that one was very, very good. Quite humorous.
What the Okay, so you guys keep talking, because I am being attacked by crazy cultist people. But, right, so... My understanding of Arthur Christmas is it's a movie about Santa's son, right?
Yeah.
Huh, that seems like the kind of movie that would be very generic, though.
I mean, aren't there like 5 other movies with that same premise?
There probably are. I know I've seen quite a few with the same general premise of this dude is Santa's son and whatnot.
I feel like there was a series of Tim Allen movies about that.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there are.
Ooh.
We need a movie, a Christmas movie, where Arnold Schwarzenegger turns out to be Santa's son.
Isn't there already one?
I think there is.
I was going to make a joke about it, but I instead went with.
But then you
hoping
realize
that-
the joke was in fact not a work of fiction.
Yeah. I mean, I do know that Schwarzenegger is Ultraman, though.
Yeah, I've not watched that movie either. That movie's another one of the ones that, like, was a huge bomb, but now people love it.
Right. I forgot that was a Christmas movie. How odd.
But let's see, Elf. God, I just hate Will Ferrell so much. Elf is a charming movie with a very good cast.
And Will Ferrell.
And Will Ferrell, yeah. Like, I fucking love, it's James Caan, right? James Caan's in that?
Yeah.
I absolutely love James Caan. Like, he's one of those actors that automatically sells me on a lot of movies. And generally when I do watch Elf, it's for him. It's for, who plays his wife in that movie?
I have no idea what her name is.
Because she's great. And she also does quite a bit of Will Ferrell stuff. Because I think she was also the mom in Step Brothers, right?
Right.
Yeah, she's really good and really should not be in Will Ferrell movies, so that I could watch her. And Ed Asner is Santa Claus, which is fun. And who plays the elf that is Will Ferrell's adopted father? My brain's messing up here.
Let me Google. Wait, I feel like just Googling Elf wouldn't provide the best results.
Elf movie.
Elf movie cast.
I'm gonna kick myself for not knowing this guy. I swear.
Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart. Right. Yeah, that's a guy who pretty much does nothing anymore. He is still alive, right?
Let me check. Yeah. 1929. Wow.
He's 1929 years old?
Yeah.
He was there with Funk and Flair when the world was being made.
I don't know. I think they're both at least 2,000 years older than this dude is, so.
I mean, according to historical or scientific evidence, they are at least 4,000 years older than this guy.
I think Funk and Flair are 4,000 years older than the Earth itself.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I mean, when you really think about it, Flair has the wrestling power to gain immortality. He probably just he did like Jacob and he wrestled an angel for his powers, right?
Right.
The questionable one is Terry Funk. Where the fuck did he get that from?
He was just born like that.
No, I'm sure that's what Terry Funk says.
No.
Are we sure he does not?
Funk is what happened when the angels came down to have sex with the Earth woman or whatever.
He is the biblical giant?
Yes. No, he's a biblical giant.
He's one of the fucking Nephilim. And in Darksiders, when they talk about the Nephilim, they don't talk about the fifth horseman of destruction. It's fucking...
It's Flair. Or Flair, not Flair. The freaking Funk.
When they talk about wrestling, they don't talk about the fifth horseman of destruction. I'm glad that went there. But, yeah. So you watched some Christmas movies and played Metal Gear Phantom Pain, yeah, Pink?
Yeah.
Alright. What else did you do other than that?
Outside of that, I don't think I did anything else.
Alright. Then, Addy, let's hear it on your end. What have you been up to the past week? Oh, I already know one thing.
Yeah, you already know one thing, so I'm gonna go with another thing. So, I tried out Bulletstorm.
Okay, I want to hear about this, because Bulletstorm...
It just ate my game.
Okay, I was kind of figuring it would be something like that.
I thought you said it ate your game. I was like, what? What does he mean? Did it uninstall itself like everything else does nowadays?
No, it physically fucking ate it, Pink. That's... It reached over and grabbed a fucking disc off of Addy's shelf and then ate it through the fucking PS4.
which is really what's the word? Bloody
Impressive?
It's amazing. Yeah, it's really impressive considering that my PS4 is above my game shelf.
Oh god.
And that just
Somebody
killed
help.
Alex. The Bulletstorm is eating Alex as well.
My foot. My leg. My leg.
But yeah, so I don't think I've actually finished the prologue even at this point, but like it's a parody of yesteryear's FPSs, but it shows.
Dude, did you see the fucking demo they released for it on PC?
No.
I think it's called something like Boring War Shooter number 5000 or something. And it's just a bunch of... It's like the most hilariously bad game. Like, it's probably the best example I've ever seen of intentionally making a bad game. I'll have to show it to you later. But it's something. And yeah, I knew Bulletstorm was a game that had a lot of comedy. I did not know it was a straight up parody. If it is...
I mean, from what I could tell so far, it is.
Alright.
And it's like... I don't know, I just don't like the shooting in it.
I don't think you like the shooting in most first-person shooters, right?
I guess. I don't play a lot of first-person shooters, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So effectively, we're waiting on my verdict to determine whether or not you're an ass then, right?
Yeah. Because, like...
We're gonna be waiting on that verdict for a while. Bulletstorm is going to be a I have nothing else to do kind of game. But I am
like my big... Yeah?
Did you get to see, like, all the crazy shit? Because, like, I know it's got the crazy shit, like, the fucking rope thing that you can throw at people. And it
You
will...
cut out, but so far I've reached, well, basically my two big abilities so far are pulling people in and kicking people away. Both of them freezing them in the air.
My understanding was that's most of the game.
Then I won't like the game. Because it got boring fast. And it's like, I put the game on normal because whatever. And the characters just, or the enemies just feel a bit too bullet spongy. Or I don't know. I just want something with a bit more accuracy, I guess.
My thing when there's shooters like that with where the emphasis isn't on accuracy, I feel like you need blood and gore to make it punchier. But that's just because I'm the Doom guy, so...
Well, yeah, but basically, people say that it's supposed to be parodying Gears of War, and I mean, if they are, then they actually did pretty good, because I feel the same about this game as I do about Gears of War. It might be a good game, I just don't freaking see it, because to me it's just boring.
Gears seems like the easiest game to parody ever, I'm gonna be honest. Because, I mean, there is nothing about that game that is not exaggerated.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, yeah, the character designs seem to be, like, really big rips on Gears. As in, everybody is short and wide.
Well, yeah, that... Talk about the easiest one. Fucking... The character designs. That'd be... But I am curious, so have you actually got to the part where you unlock Duke yet?
No, I think you need to play through the game or something to play as Duke.
Damn. I really just want to know if Duke still says Duke things.
I mean, I would like to see as well. I was actually going to do the game with Duke on the first try, but it wouldn't let me go to that option, so I might not even finish the game at all.
I just came here for Duke, people.
Yeah.
The question that always...
I just want to shoot people with the cat.
I think the question with Duke will always be like... Well, I mean, my understanding of Bulletstorm was it was a very politically incorrect game to begin with, but my understanding with the thing with Duke is Duke would not fit into the modern era at all. Mr. owns a strip club, says "shake it, baby," and all that shit.
Yeah.
I think society has perhaps matured too much.
Possibly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I did that. I bought the Forest, as I've said. I'm not sure if I said it on recording or not, but I bought the Forest for PS4. I played approximately 5 minutes just to go over the settings.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty logical thing to do.
Did you see a big red naked guy?
Not yet.
Not yet. Doesn't
That's
it
the
start
very
with
first
that?
thing!
I skipped the intro.
Of course you did.
You have no idea what to do now. Then
I'm not
your
playing
character
the,
has no motivation.
I'm not playing the game, Pink. I went in to check the bloody settings.
Okay, I'm gonna mention something. This is something that me and Pink talked about on the while we were playing Forest and suggesting multiplayer. We said whoever is the host plays as Eric, plays as the main character of the single player game, Timmy's father. And what I said was, we can't let Addy be the host of the game because he will not give a shit about the kid.
You're not wrong.
So, yeah, that sounds like. And it can't be me because I already saved my Timmy.
Oh man, now I really have to go out and get a PS4.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. I don't want to go to the bank.
Can't you just order
See,
it through freaking
I have multiple problems here because I
don't
can't use
wanna
my
go to the
debit
fucking
card at the
bank,
moment
Pink,
because
Pink,
the address is wrong.
Well, I got worse than that shit with my bank, and I gotta fucking deal with it.
Here's the thing I don't understand about you two. Why can't you just not order it through the internet?
I can, but I need to go clear up the shit with my... I could probably get Forest right fucking now. Because I've definitely got the amount in my account necessary to get it. But the thing is, Pink's not got a PS4 yet, so it's not urgent at the moment.
This is mainly aimed at Pink. Like, why is ordering through the internet not an option?
Dude, I already just told you when I was discussing the debit card, my address on it is wrong, so I need to actually go to the bank and get them to change the address and then fix the debit card. It's a similar issue to Alex, but not quite.
Well, my issue is a whole nother fucking clusterfuck of... Apparently my number doesn't work with their engine, where evidently the engine is not built to compute certain numbers, but they didn't tell me that until just now.
Right.
Fucking idiots. Come on, Arthur, inspect the horse shit.
Anyway, what other games did I play? I played a bit of Battlefield 1.
Yeah, that game we were totally supposed to record, and then my family was like, "Hey, do you mind if we move the Xbox downstairs for like 2 weeks?" And it's like, ah.
I don't even know if Battlefield has fully downloaded on my thing yet, because every time I check it, it goes like 15% at a time. Because I'll make it download, then I'll leave it, and it'll only go like a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna leave this thing on just waiting for it. So let me pause it, go use the internet for something else, and resume it. Then I'll turn this thing off, and it's supposed to download when the console is turned off. But it doesn't.
Yeah, I have a lot of issues with downloading shit onto the Xbox as well. The PlayStation, I can turn the thing off or put on rest mode. It's like, oh yeah, I'll be confident that it's done when I get back. Xbox, I don't fucking know. Oh, cougar! Oh no! Oh! I'm dragging a fucking giant moose. Leave me alone.
You know, there's a really easy fix to both of your internet problems that you refuse to use. Ethernet
We've
cables.
discussed this. I am not dragging an Ethernet cable throughout the entire house.
Addy, you're
We've
That's a
discussed
safety
it.
hazard amongst other things.
Mr.
We've
fucking
discussed
2
it.
rooms in his apartment's like, hey, you guys should just put in the fucking... Oh, God. Cougars.
I mean, if you have enough money to buy a house with 70 rooms, you have enough money to buy
The
and
problem is
hide a
not
freaking
money,
Ethernet
Eddie.
cable.
The problem is not money, Eddie. The problem is that my family does not want a garish fucking Ethernet cable running through the fucking house.
You can hide it.
No, you can't. Not that well. What you want me to do? Tape it to the fucking ceiling?
There's casings. Also, yes, that's an option. Do you not have the casing on the top of the wall next to the freaking roof, where different cables run to?
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
We
This
have
is
those.
quite foreign to us.
Eddie, Europe uses an entirely different electrical system than America does.
Yeah, over here, like it's not even an electrical thing. I think it's a TV thing where there's a casing on the top of the wall where you can hide your TV cables, so you don't have to look at them.
That is not a thing here.
Nope.
Well, maybe you should do it. Maybe you should make it.
Yeah, let me go to fucking Congress and be like, hey, so I met this Hungarian dude, and he was like, the Ethernet cables would be a lot easier to hide if we put these fucking cases on top of the TV.
It's not the top of the TV, it's the top of the wall.
That's even more garish. The tops of the walls here are plain. There's not even like any garment, like any wood thing at the top. It's just wall into ceiling, direct connection. If some of them had a weird little compartment there, then it'd look weird. So hey, you played Yakuza.
Wait until you hear about the fact that there's piping in my room.
Oh my god.
There genuinely is a pipe running on like above me right now.
Okay. Oh my god. So that's Europe, huh?
That's Hungary.
You crazy bastards. Alright. So, hey, you played Yakuza Kiwami, yes?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm curious about a couple things, so I'll ask you about them. Does the style switching mechanic return? Was I not crazy?
It returns, yes.
Okay. I thought for sure that I'd heard about it.
There's actually an additional style.
Oh, there's a fifth style?
No, I have no idea how you switch to weapons anymore, but that was replaced by something else.
Well,
It still can be done. It can still be done according to people, but I have yet to figure out how.
wasn't there 4 styles in Yakuza 0 per character?
No, there were 3 and then weapons.
No, there were 4 styles, Addy. You never unlocked the 4th styles in Yakuza 0.
What do you mean?
You get unique... Majima and Kiryu both have an extra 4th style they unlock once they complete their business minigames.
Oh!
You never got that?
No.
Okay. Well, now you have a good excuse to go back to Yakuza 0. You missed an entire fucking 4th of both characters' movesets. You thought this was some grand new innovation of Yakuza Kiwami. Hell no. And the other thing I want to hear, there is no business minigame equivalent, right? Is there not like an efficient process for getting money as Kiryu?
There's none.
Okay, but the thing is, Yakuza 0 was the only game that had to spend money directly for new abilities, right?
I wouldn't know. Well, in this game you don't spend money, but...
Yeah, you use ability points.
Yes.
Now, where do you get ability points from? Is it like Yakuza 6 where you have to eat food to get ability points?
That as well as other things. You get ability points by leveling yourself up. You level up by existing, more or less. Because fights, eating, and I don't remember what the last thing was, but sub-stories. Those give you experience points, and 1,000 experience points give you 1 ability point. And here's the thing, depending on how into the game you unlock the sub-story, they can give you, like, I don't know, from 5 to 15 ability points. And killing a boss can give you 500.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to Yakuza 0, where it's like, okay, don't do the story missions, you gotta build up money to get more skills. Yeah, I assume Yakuza Kiwami's like the inverse, like, don't do the side missions, do the story missions to get more skills.
Yeah. And then the thing about this is like you may get 500, but the last tier of upgrades costs 89 or so, 84, something like that each.
Jesus. That sounds
Yeah.
like Yakuza. Then again, with Yakuza 0, I don't know how it is with Kiwami, but with Yakuza 0, it's not really that... Woo! No. Okay, my horse nearly jumped off a cliff, but it didn't. Okay, we're cool. But with Yakuza 0, it was a definite case where, like, you look later on in the skill tree, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to spend 5 trillion yen to get this move, and it's like, what the fuck? But once you get to the real estate minigame, it's like, okay, 5 trillion yen, let me just get my fucking pocket change.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever reached Majima's club running mechanic, though. I need to go back and finish Yakuza 0. But the other thing I want to know.
So
am I crazy, or I keep saying this? Is Majima playable in Yakuza Kiwami 1?
he's not.
Okay, it was a Kiwami 2 thing to make him playable again. Then all right. So it's just...
But he does make up for it in other ways.
Oh no, I know he makes up for it in other ways. I have heard.
My favorite thing about the Majima Everywhere mechanic was when there's this random encounter, or at least I think it's a random encounter, whatever, with Majima, where there's a guy standing like at the corner, and he's begging Kiryu to go and get a drink because otherwise he will be fired or something. So Kiryu goes along really hard. It takes a lot of time for the guy to tell or get Kiryu to come along, but whatever, Kiryu goes. And then the bartender is Majima in his Lord of the Night outfit. And Kiryu's like, what are you doing here? Majima goes, I used to work like this and sometimes I miss it. And then he gives Kiryu some drinks, and then you have to choose between paying Majima 5 million or something, like 5,800,000 yen for the drinks that you drink, or you can fight him.
And Majima in Kiwami 1 is the equivalent of Mr. Shakedown, right?
Yes. The thing is, I actually met Mr. Shakedown a lot more, and I think that's a problem because I really liked fighting Majima.
A lot of people didn't like getting beat up for their money, though. So
yeah.
The issue with doing that with Majima is that Majima has a narrative role in the story, and the Majima Everywhere's mechanic was very much not present in the first Yakuza.
Like, after a while, you get a Majima freaking, what's it called? Like a Majima sensor. So it tells you when Majima's in an alley if you don't have any heat. It would be fine if it would actually work. A lot of times it doesn't.
It only works if you don't have any heat?
Yes. Even then, it sometimes it plays the sound, but I have no idea where Majima is because it doesn't show up on the minimap.
Well, a lot of the Majima encounters are hidden, right?
Yeah, but it's only supposed to show you when Majima's like in an alley out in the open. Right?
Hang on, I'm busy getting attacked by cultists.
So, other than that, well, yeah, I liked how Majima returns all of his styles from the other game.
Oh, he gets to keep all the styles from the first one, from Zero.
Yes, and he also gets a fourth one, or well,
no, that's
he gets it's probably his fourth one from Zero, but still.
Is it called the Mad Dog of what's the fucking district he's named after? The Mad Dog of something SH. Oh, is it? Shimano?
It's Shimano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Mad Dog of Shimano moveset, yeah.
So yeah, I like that. I actually like the story more than Zero's,
You did?
even if it was shorter.
A lot of people say Yakuza Kiwami was more disappointing compared to Zero, so I'm actually glad to hear that.
It's more disappointing if you want length. I don't necessarily want length. I want quality. And Yakuza Zero was quality. Yakuza Kiwami is a bit better in my opinion, just because with Zero I had a good idea of the twists that were coming. Well, some of them anyway. In or freaking did I say Zero or Kiwami?
At this point, I'm having issues with that as well.
Right, so in Zero, I could see some of the twists that were coming. In Kiwami, I couldn't. In Kiwami, the twists. Well, there's this one point in the story where you need to find out somebody who's snitching, and I thought about everybody but the person who was actually snitching. So, which looking back at it, it's obvious that that person would be the person snitching, but then there's also the fact that the person has a long history with Kiryu, and also the person they are switching for. Um, what else was there that was noteworthy? The toddler gets the freaking sing metal.
Of course.
The thing is, it's more of a freaking metal song than anything Kiryu sung so far.
Well, doesn't she become a singer later on in the series?
Yes, the pop singer.
Pop, metal, same thing. Pinka's just totally fucking went and died while we're talking.
Yeah.
I'm being unprofessional and eating something right now.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Alright, fair enough. I was in the same position at the start, so hey. Stop there's a fucking clown. It's like a clown car of cultists coming after me, but instead of a car, it's a fucking cave.
I thought you were going to say it's a horse.
A clown horse of cultists. Oh no. That'd be pretty amusing, if only because there's no place to hide on a horse.
I mean, it would be like that one scene from like Ace Ventura or whatever.
They just shoot out the horse's ass.
Yeah.
As projectiles.
Yeah.
They're all doing they're doing E-Honda headbutts.
Anyway, Pink. Once you get a PS4, when you download Kiwami, don't karaoke. It spoils Zero.
I probably wouldn't be playing Zero though, so spoilers might not be that bad.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get around to playing Zero unless he really, really loves Kiwami.
Right.
But yeah, that and for the story, I found a small part disappointing, but I know that this game was written like freaking
A decade
13
ago?
years ago. Yeah. Basically, the end part, the like after credits scene or whatever, was a bit disappointing to me. No, that wasn't even the after credits scene. It was the end part. It was just the end part. Like there's this whole big reveal, about things that I really spoke about but can't because of spoilers. But there's this whole big reveal, and then I was like okay, is it spoiling it if the game that this story was first in was released 13 years ago?
Dude, that is now the most awkward question because Kiwami exists. So now they're just going through the series again. So it's like, well, you're spoiling a 10-year-old game and a 1-year-old game at the same time. But
You could have.
Whatever, what I said wasn't that important.
All right. But basically, the big reveal, I was like, I wonder, if by the second Yakuza they did a similar thing, and I wonder what it's going to be like playing, the game after that and seeing what changes it brings to to the game. And then not only is the reveal in this game, it also gets reverted in this game. So not
Kiryu strikes me as the kind of Japanese character who has lots of reveals about him that later turn out to be false.
It's not that it's false. It's just it just comes and goes. So yeah. Freaking what else was there?
Oh, I want to hear what was it I wanted to hear about? So I want to hear about the mini games. There's obviously the karaoke. Karaoke's in every Yakuza game, but what is there other than karaoke in that game? Because
right, so Pink, there's a game that you will really like that I think I might have even posted about.
Is it
So
fishing?
Yes, no, that's in Zero. Fishing is in Zero. I actually don't think you can fish in this game at all. Shit. Right. Instead of that, there's this Pokemon ripoff that works on rock paper scissors or drunk and boat, whatever. Yeah. So that, and the thing is, you know how Pokemon is based on like beetle fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's big titted Asian women they're dressed up as bugs wrestling as a video game.
I'm sorry?
I'm not joking.
I think that's the most incentive I gotten to just run out and talk to the bank.
Let me look up a picture. But it's something like super fighting babes.
We don't need a picture. I don't want to put a picture on this fucking video. I'm fucking calling it there, man. We've gone some lengths. I refuse to go that far.
But yeah, so the thing about it is that you play it in an arcade and like I want to say 8-year-old boy shows you the game.
I'm getting flashbacks now to the Dominatrix quest now that you mentioned that part.
So yeah, you go around the world, picking up cards which are shown on the ground with a purple butterfly, and you pick up the cards and they're either move cards or actual character cards. Every character has their own points for stuff. Basically it's putting Sorry, I'm looking it up. I'm looking the name up.
You're describing pokey naked chicks.
Yes, it's Moemon if done by an actual
That game is super creepy.
Yeah. It's Moemon if done by actual professionals was a joke.
It's that game if done by sane people that are still perverts but are at least relatively sane.
Yes. So, I still have yet to see that. There's a right. But yeah, so it's something called Beetle Fighters. Mesokick Battlebug Beauties. That's what it's called.
I'm curious about the fucking choice to dress them up as beetles, I gotta say.
It's a reference to Pokemon.
Oh, because in Pokemon, people
beetle fights are a legitimate thing.
Oh.
Yeah, beetle fights are what inspired Pokemon.
Oh, Japan actually has a thing about... Okay. So what I'm getting from this is that Japan has a regular event where they gather up tournaments and then they all fuck beetles.
Hope maybe. I don't know. Put up a time. No, don't put up a timestamp.
Yeah,
we'll just
I will not, sir. We will leave it up to the audience's imagination.
So that's how the game looks.
They had that exact same mechanic in Yakuza 0 without the beetle part.
Yeah, it's a catfight thing, isn't it?
Yes, I have no idea why they keep putting it in. Yakuza is weird, and then it's one of those games that is like somewhat self-aware of its Japanese goofiness, And so sometimes it avoids stuff like that, or at least it's mostly pretty good at avoiding stuff like that. But then it does shit like this.
So yeah,
I just question the game where it's like a game where it's simultaneously like you need to be a father to what's her name, Hanukkah?
Haruka.
I called her Hanukkah.
Yeah. You need to be a good father to Hanukkah. Give all of those Jewish kids presents. Anyway.
And then at the same time, it's like, yeah, naked women, right? That game is so fucking weird, man.
So yeah, this game is in the arcades, and then there's also like photo booths.
Photo booths or photo boots?
Booths.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
photo boots would be funny though. Take a picture of a guy while you're drop kicking him.
That's gonna be in Yakuza 7.
Yeah, that's the secret power of the new main character.
Is Kiryu dead?
No, God no. But
right, we need to have seven characters because it's episode 7.
I don't think it's that far, but I think Kiryu did retire or something like that.
About that.
Well, I know he's coming back for Yakuza 7, but he's going to be a side character. He's not going to be playable anymore.
No, I mean he retires.
He retires at the end of every fucking game, Addy. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Kiryu is Kiryu is the ultimate. Just when I think I got out, they got me right back in character.
Kiryu is secretly Terry Funk. Kiryu retires only to come back 3 months later.
I got a beaver's anal glands. I can use this to make raspberry flavoring. I found out the other day they actually don't do that anymore. They don't make flavoring out of raspberry. They don't make raspberry flavoring.
Yes. Raspberry ass.
They don't make beaver flavoring out of raspberry ass. People love their. It's really popular in Canada. Beaver flavor.
Raspberry ass. That's gonna be up there with the freaking "Tell my wife and kids I'm black."
It sounds like an insult that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would use in the Attitude Era.
Well, you know, The Rock only likes beaver flavored poontang pie.
Oh God,
that makes it worse.
Ah, it makes it better.
Anyway,
how are we gonna top this with episode number 50?
I don't know. We make Yakuza 7. That's how
we make it. What? Are
we
you
write
saying
the
we write
code
the entire plot? Or... Hang on.
No,
I'll voice every character.
We develop every character, or we develop every aspect of the game.
Look, you'll write it and direct it. Pink will do all the art, and I'll do all the voice acting.
Yeah. But you boot the game, it's actually just Master King, Battlebug Beauties.
Why does Kiryu look like Kyle Rayner?
Why is he suddenly British?
Why does it seem nearly every plot line either turns into a samurai wielding 6 swords or an assassin with a knife hidden up his sleeve? Why does everybody sound the same? Everybody sounds slightly drunk and stoned.
Why is Majima suddenly the main character?
That would be awesome. They have outright said, like, oh yeah, we're considering making a Yakuza 0 2 just so that there's another game following Majima. And people would buy it. I would certainly buy it.
I would. Could bring back Mark Hamill as well. Just
go back over all the Yakuza games and replace Majima's voice with Mark Hamill. No one else is in English, but Majima's just speaking English.
Yeah, aside from Kiryu-chan, that's still his actual voice.
Like Kiryu's walking up like Nani, and it's Mark Hamill. Ah,
Yeah. No,
Majima, you
I'm
sound different. Those English, and Majima's like, those English classes paid off really well.
uh
It's like it's my first language or something.
no, it used to be Mark Hamill doing his Majima voice, but he's speaking Japanese.
Mark Hamill's a big enough nerd. I think he could actually do that.
So yeah, I'm forgetting something. Oh right, the crane mini game has been remade.
I love it.
Now it actually, bless you. It's
Thank you.
actually
Bless you.
more. It actually is more modern now, and by more modern I mean it looks more like the like genuine real life crane games that I've seen in Japan.
That makes sense because Yakuza 0 was set in the 80s. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit more archaic back then.
And by archaic you mean what is over here right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Yeah.
No,
so
I know you're not joking.
The best part about the photo booth, by the way, is that Majima can show up.
Oh, okay.
So it's a timing based.
We need to stop talking about the Majima Everywhere system just so Pink can have maximum exposure to it.
Yeah, but my favorite moment in the whole game was I just go to the photo booth, I do the pictures, and you do the picture, and the pictures are a timing based thing. I do two pictures, and then the third one, Majima just peeks out from the side.
Ah, I love it. My favorite fucking thing about Kiryu is like how in the main missions he's so fucking stern-faced, like he's a walking brick, and he's always Mr. Manly Man, tough, no emotions whatsoever. Then you get into the side missions in the mini games where it's like strike a pose.
Yeah.
Like Yakuza 0's fucking disco minigame, like, oh yeah, tough guy, get funky with it.
Freaking. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't remember what. Oh right, there's prize fighting now.
Crime fighting?
That's a big prize.
Prize fighting. Couldn't you fight in arenas anyways?
Not as I remember.
Huh. I thought Bacchus was always like, hey kid, you should go fight in the arena for money. I'm drunk.
Yeah, but Marcus always was like that, but I don't like. I haven't actually went completely through with his training, so I don't know if he actually takes you somewhere to prize fight or not.
It sounds like you didn't finish anything in Yakuza 0.
I finished the game.
And nothing else? Oh, man. Alright, so you would say overall, 0 is better for content, but Kiwami is better for story?
Yes.
I think we're probably gonna end up all agreeing with that. Though the funny thing is, you know what's funny? That they're choosing to bring back Kiwami. They're bringing back Yakuza now, the first Yakuza, in the fucking era of dad games. Like, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Nah.
I just hope that they will stop releasing every game like a year after they release it in Japan, because but then again I probably will learn Japanese, so I don't give a shit. I shouldn't give a shit, because then I just freaking order it from Japan.
The great thing, if you now at this point I want you to learn Japanese to play those games, so you can brag about that over Brian. Like you think you're a real weeb, but can you speak Japanese?
The thing is, when I to learn Japanese, we will definitely do an adventure episode where I speak exclusively Japanese if I do learn it.
And I'll speak Spanish, and nobody will know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I should be there too to translate, but what I say has no correlation with what you guys say.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a comedy bit. That is a lot comedy bit.
I mean, everything's a comedy bit if you try hard enough.
Anyway, yeah, so I did that. What else did I do? Right. I picked up a new Overwatch, a new forever character.
Oh, is he not Japanese?
That's where you would be wrong.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! Always!
So I picked up Alex's favorite character.
Shinobi?
You don't need to put that up.
No, don't tell me it's Shinobi. Don't tell me.
It'd be Shinobi.
You motherfucker.
Look at the video.
No, I refuse. I refuse. I will not touch that Naruto running motherfucker.
I've already on
Did you pull back your teammate, or is that?
Yes, I pulled the teammate back.
That's amusing. I am so angry I just made Arthur punch a man in the streets. He's like, what the fuck, man?
So
He'll
yeah,
never know. He'll never understand.
The story of me buying Shinobi is that I had 7,000 steel or whatever the hell the money is. So I was like, you know what? I'll just grind the additional like 3,000 out, and I got it like yesterday, and I'm already on F1 level 7.
You fucking dork.
Yeah, I actually grinded out another 4,000 so I can get him an execution because it's on sale. And so far, I'm basically giving Ramusha the cold shoulder right now, and so I'm doing the same to Centurion.
They weakened his ability to spam the infinite. So you're like, all right, I'm out of here.
I just want to be able to hit people, and it's not really possible with the rule in this state.
So you gotta go with the Shinobi and slap him from the other side of the fucking screen.
Yes, but so because I didn't feel like leveling Centurion, and I'm taking a break from Aramusha, I was like, you know what? I bought that that execution animation for Orochi, so I'll play Orochi. So I've been playing Orochi for the past like 2 weeks. Then came the 7,000, and I was like, you know, I wanted to buy Shinobi for a while, and he might have more of a kit. You know, like Orochi, who only has basically the freaking sidestep lights, the freaking up light string that everybody spams, and then maybe a heavy every 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
Orochi's got a kit. Orochi's got a kit. It's just that people don't like actually using it.
The thing with Orochi's kit is that it's not something that you can actually hit. Because, like, I would like to be able to hit heavies. Heavies are basically non-existent with Orochi because all of them are slow as shit. And people, of course, will parry them.
Well, Orochi's kit relies on dodge and counter. Like, yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to be exclusively offensive, but I mean, that makes it really easy for you to get fucking parried.
Yeah, the thing about the dodge is that people, like, you know, there are points where you abuse the dodge attack. And I don't want to do that either. So it's like parry shit, but then the reflex guard is broken. So you can either try to parry shit or you can try to deflect shit, which I actually got pretty alright at, but, you know, whatever. What I'm trying to say is that I ran into a similar issue I did with Aramusha, where I feel like the kit is not big enough to be satisfying.
Orochi uses his reflex guard because he's so good with dodging.
So, I got Shinobi, who has more of a kit, and by more of a kit, I mean he technically has like 2 more moves.
Doesn't Shinobi have reflex guard?
He does.
You fucking fucker. Complain about Orochi for having reflex guard, and then you go to another character that's got a reflex guard, but oh, this one's got a Naruto run.
No, you're getting it wrong. This one's got range.
It's the most easily telegraphed range in the world. You're only going to get hits if the guy doesn't know you're there.
Yeah. It has range.
There is no honor with you, I fucking swear.
There isn't. Honor escaped my body when I got freaking triple teamed by Jiang Jun for the 50th time.
Honor was never an option.
Yeah.
Like, so basically, you're just saying you don't believe in the idea of I was gonna turn this into a big moral insult, but my brain trailed off, and oh god.
No, I believe in the idea of a fair fight. I can one-on-one people. It's just I do it with flips because I'm apparently Neville circa 2014.
You spot monkey heathen.
Yeah. Basically. Like, one-on-ones are actually the easiest thing for me to win with him because, like, I don't what's the word? I don't keep my distance, but I don't need to necessarily. It's easier for me to live when there's 50 people around me, which isn't necessarily true because I think Shinobi has the least health in the game, but whatever.
Okay, so I actually need to step out for just a second, which is unfortunate because I think Addy's reached the end of what he's done this past week.
Yeah.
But give me a moment. Addy, you find something else to talk about with For Honor. Something that includes Pink. Insult Conqueror.
Conquer.
Conqueror sucks, he's only a bash.
Yeah. That's why I play him. Or her.
This made me remember, I actually posted a thing about Conqueror. So I'm gonna need to find that. Give me like a couple of minutes.
Are they then removing the Conqueror's arms as well?
No, but they should. So
all the knights will be amputated.
So speaking of stupid anime bullshit and Conqueror, here's a joke.
Oh, I gotta click on it to see it.
Now you will need to put this in the freaking description so people can watch it.
What?
It's something you watch?
It's a video. It's a freaking half-a-minute video.
Oh.
It's a joke thing.
I see.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, the shoulder. The thing that only you will find funny. Did you call it a fucking Joe joke? Seriously?
Yes.
But
Well, wait, does the Conqueror actually have that punch-out execution?
It's either that or it's a bugged animation where it's another character's execution. You'll need to check. They might have actually added a punch-out thing like that.
Yeah. So I could have sworn I went through the executions and didn't see anything that really struck my fancy, but I know I would have picked a knockout punch if I had seen it.
So, yeah. That's Conqueror.
Alright. So is that about all you've done this past week, Addy?
I think so. Yeah, sure.
Alright then. So, I guess you guys can probably take a guess at the two things I did this past week.
Warhammer and being rich.
Oh, shit.
Being rich.
Is that my character now?
Yes, you're the rich asshole, I'm the poor asshole, and Pink is the likable one.
Oh, God. Okay, so with my millions and millions of dollars, I have bought the latest of the Warhammer DLCs, the Vampire Coast. So, it adds vampires and zombies and they're fucking pirates, and it's rad.
I believe it.
And they are, not only are they the zombie pirates are kind of shit. So as soon as possible, you want to trade them out for more vampires, and also massive fucking crabs. Giant hermit crabs are a big mainstay.
Spectacular.
And also ogres that have died, sunk to the bottom of the ocean, been brought back up and had squids attached to them, and had new bodies built out of cannons and ship parts and all kinds of things. And Addy, make your damn Shrek joke. I know you want to.
I wasn't paying attention.
Thank God.
What is wrong with you? This man is
What
telling a beautiful story, and you're just tuning him out.
Something crab people. Walk like people, talk like crab, or whatever.
Addy heard the word Warhammer and hasn't heard the word Skaven yet, so he's tuning out.
Giant hermit crabs just confuses me to a great degree, because that means there are giant shells at the bottom of the ocean floor.
Yep. They have giant shells, except for the biggest one. There's one that is like a 50-foot tall hermit crab, and its shell isn't an actual shell. It's just a shipwreck. It just has a fucking shipwreck on its back.
Perfect.
And anyone who has watched Moana, yes, you are welcome to make a joke about the fucking singing hermit crab villain.
I haven't watched Moana, but now I need to.
Yeah. It's actually one of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll change. I'll say that The Nightmare Before Christmas and Little Shop of Horrors are the two only good musical movies, but Moana's alright. Admittedly, I'm not much of a musical connoisseur.
Yeah, neither am I.
But the Vampire Coast introduces new strategies because their entire the zombies, they're shit. They suck at their job. But something the Vampire Coast can do is their zombies are advanced enough to be able to vaguely figure out how guns work. Kind of, but they're really shit at it. So a lot of their strategy depends on get a lot of fucking zombies with a lot of fucking guns, and if they all fire, then you can hope that at least one of them hit. And the idea is to kind of hold the line using hermit crabs or the ogres with squids and built out of ship parts and squids and shit. Or gigantic fucking shipwreck mechs, which I told you guys about, I think off camera a couple weeks ago. That they get giant fucking ship mechs. Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's one way to make people get out of your swamp.
Yeah. Ah.
Imagine if in the Shrek reboot, Shrek just has a mech.
God. And the thing is, one of the selectable characters does actually start in the swamp. But you can play as, a couple vampire guys. There's a big opera ghost chick, which is awesome. She kills people by singing to them. And I
love it.
There's a regular human chick who is supposed to lead, in the actual Warhammer lore, is supposed to lead a human crew, but they didn't feel like making a separate DLC for human pirates, so she just got lumped in, and now she leads a crew of zombie pirates. You'd think that would be a problem, but I guess she deals with it. The game handles things in a very fun way. So anytime there's a strategy game like this, like you guys have all played like Civilization or some shit, right?
I've actually not, but it's something I've been looking into.
So with a lot of these grand strategy games, it's all about conquering the world, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the issue with introducing pirates is pirates usually aren't bent on conquering the world. They're bent on making their money and getting the fuck out. And so they had to deal with the inevitable possibility that people don't want their main goal to be conquering the world as pirates because that don't make sense. So they introduced a new mechanic where when you invade somebody else's cities, or sometimes even if you just send a single agent, you can build fucking secret smuggling outposts in everybody's city and siphon half their fucking income. And it's handled really well so that you don't bother. Like, it's a great feeling not having to worry about defending your territory. Because you just go and build fucking crime buildings in other people's cities.
Right.
It does get problematic, though, once... Warhammer is a unique thing where chaos shows up once you pass a turn 100 and basically fucks everybody's shit up. So then you have to go around protecting all your assets and your investments. Hey, you get away from them elves. They're providing me a couple thousand per year. I'm a pirate, but I'm a smart pirate.
But do you have a jar of
protect
dirt?
all his booty spread across the world.
What were you saying, Addy?
But do you have a jar of dirt?
I do have Luthor Harkon, who is very clearly based off Jack Sparrow, so kind of. I'm sure he has a jar of dirt somewhere. Oh, you know what the ghost chick has that's better than a jar of dirt? She has her advisor, who is a zombie spider monkey named Symbols.
Speaking of spider, have you heard about spiders, man?
Yes, I have. Actually, I did see that bit. I saw a panel of him from the new Spider-Man event where Morloon and his jackasses are back.
Yeah, freaking spiders, man. Spider-Man just made of spiders, because why the hell not?
The panel I saw was Spiders Man is talking with Superior Spider-Man, and Superior Spider-Man is like, we have to be careful or else Morloon and his goons will eat us. And then Spiders Man is like, right, because eating a human is really bad, especially babies. I totally have not eaten a baby, but guys.
The ones I saw were, I don't remember what the enemies are. I'll need to look it up.
Oh, what's the
Give me a
fucking
second.
name? The Inheritors.
Yeah, so
Fuck
I
those
can
guys.
actually look up exactly what he's saying. So
I'm just saying fuck them. Guys?
right, so in it, the black suit Spider-Man, well, the black suit one, the one from the new movie, from what I can tell, talks about just destroying the inheritors once and for all, and then Spider-Man is like, and eat them. We can eat them, right? Asking for a friend.
Isn't Spider-Man Noir dead now? Didn't they kill him?
I think they are, or he is rather.
So anyways, yeah, Vampire Coast is really good. I think we're going to get more discussion maybe if, I don't know, we'll see what we can do.
Also, why has nobody told me that there's freaking Sentai Spider-Man? Spider-Man.
Because we don't want you reading comics, Addy. We want it to be exclusively me and Pink's domain.
I'm gonna assume that he doesn't have his own spin-off comic.
He does.
Which is a shame. He does?
He probably had.
Shit.
I think he had like a single issue. Like, there was definitely a run where they were like, "What if the Marvel heroes were made by Japan?" And so there's a lot of stuff like Sentai Spider-Man, Samurai Wolverine, even though Wolverine's already a samurai.
Yeah.
Right.
So that may also be where Big Hero 6 came from. I know Big Hero 6 is definitely Marvel, but I don't remember if are Big Hero 6 canon? They might actually be canon.
They are canon. I don't think they had anything to do with the Mangaverse.
Yeah, I think you're right, Is Sentai Spider-Man, isn't Sentai Spider-Man a girl?
Yes.
Right.
It's like, I'm pretty sure all the anime Marvel heroes were gender swapped.
Girls with massive boobs, because it's Japan.
Right.
So, anyways, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, and I am playing it right now, but thankfully I'm not playing a particularly mentally occupying part of Red Dead 2, because I am playing Exterminator. So a bar owner ran up to me and he was like, "Hey, I got a rat problem in my fucking bar." And Arthur's like, "Alright, I'll do this. I got this, boys." And so I'm just running around with a fucking knife, running around stabbing rats on the ground.
Also known as what I did to the bunnies in Conan.
It's funny though, because Conan, like its usual MMO, flailing at something and it just dies. There's a specific animation for Arthur having to stab something on the ground. So Arthur's having to run over and bend over and stab it every fucking time.
Oh.
And a lot of them are too fast for Arthur, so it's just Arthur chasing rats. Oh, I curb stomped that one.
You will be banned and fined by Vince.
Not yet, I won't.
Yeah, no, not yet. In about 500 years, probably.
500 years? When do you think the Cowboys were around, Daddy?
I don't freaking know.
Not 500 years ago. Closer to 200.
Doesn't Red Dead take place like closer to the 1900s?
Yes, it does, actually. It's actually really close to the, funnily enough, the assassin... Red Dead 1, Red Dead Redemption 1 happens like right before Franz Ferdinand's assassination, funnily enough.
You cut out for me there.
So...
Or I might have just cut out. Hang on.
I think you did.
No,
cut
I
out.
don't hear anything anymore.
Oh, yeah, he can't hear anything anymore. He's deafened. Yep. Fuck.
Shit.
But yeah, tying back around to the Black Hand. So,
yeah.
Red Dead 2 happens in 1899. So
it's after freaking Syndicate.
yeah. That kind of the era of Charles Dickens in England was happening at the same time as the era of cowboys in America.
Huh.
Which, I mean, they do use a lot of revolvers in Charles Dickens and Sherlock stuff, don't they? A lot of the typical cowboy guns.
Yeah, I believe they do.
Yeah.
At least I know that Sherlock uses revolvers.
I don't think he does. I think, isn't it Watson that carries the gun?
Yeah, I mean, they use it in his stories.
Yeah.
Not that he literally uses them.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Sherlock shot a few... Sherlock does shoot somebody in the TV show.
But yeah, I think he shoots the revolver in the game, but I don't think he shoots it in the stories.
Well, if we're talking about games, then of course. I didn't know we were talking about fucking video games. Of course video games are going to be like, oh yeah, Sherlock was a badass. He killed them all.
Like, he doesn't even use it to kill someone. He uses it to shoot pots or something like that.
Oh, so he's anti-marijuana then?
Yes. He shoots. He shoots.
Sherlock.
He shoots the marijuana. While he has a.
He shoots up on marijuana.
He shoots up on marijuana.
He injects it into his veins for the ultimate high.
He injects it into his eyes.
Like Isaac Clarke.
Yeah. Was I supposed to fail that last thing, by the way?
I think we failed that conversation. Where the fuck did that go?
Where did it come from? Where did it go?
It's going even further. Oh my god, somebody stop it. Pink, help.
You didn't think it was possible, but here we are.
Help us, Pink.
It's just the Y2J thing from like 2 years, not even 2 years, like 5 years past when Jericho first returned. And by first return, I mean first return when I saw it.
Oh, his second coming? That was a decade ago.
I mean post 2011, so that would be his like
Post
50
The
years.
third coming.
Yeah.
you know it gets wild for the third coming.
Jericho was like, I can go another round.
What's it gonna be like with Jesus with the third coming? Like, you know what? I'm not done. There's more. There's more sinners. They hid really well. I'm gonna go search under all the rocks, guys.
So he's gonna search under the rock, the wrestler.
Wasn't there a major rock in the Bible? I want to say there's like the Rock of Sinai or something, but I'm not great with my biblical stuff.
The one rock that is noteworthy that I know of is the one that like Moses hits to make water with the stick or something like that. I don't remember, but I don't remember any other big rocks.
The immediate mind as well. The one he split to provide the water, but
like
I know there's a lot of referenced rocks in the Bible, but
yeah, the only other reference to rocks that comes to mind for me is the one that they put before like Jesus' grave, and that's about it.
I I feel like Jesus. Well, yeah, the fucking boulder that got moved, and the Romans were like, "What?" That's one of my favorite stupid historical memes. Is the one where it's the dude on it's the bald dude with the glasses on the cell phone, and it's like, yeah. They not there. And they take it the Romans after they see the boulder is moved from Jesus' grave. And they just shittily Photoshop a fucking centurion helmet onto the guy's head.
Oh.
So anyways, Red Dead, I just got done selling 10 dead rats to the trapper, so enjoy.
That's why he's buying them from you, but I don't think I want to know.
I'm imagining, like, Arthur just throws them at him, and he's like, what the fuck? And Arthur just salutes him like, hey, you know what to do. And he's like, I don't know what to do. This game has a weird thing where there are several times where the weather gets so bad, I swear a tornado is about to pick up, but obviously it doesn't.
I swear, once I get the gaming PC, we need to do Minecraft just for the mods. Speaking of tornadoes.
Yeah, I think you and me are actually thinking of the same incident right now.
Like, now they put in freaking pandas last update.
They did?
Yes.
I love pandas. That's awesome.
Yeah, they also put in building materials so I can make my own Japanese garden.
Okay, that makes sense. But what was I saying? On a less Minecrafty note, back to Red Dead. This game has an incredible attention to detail. You know that one party member I say I hate, Micah?
Yeah.
And I say he's Ryder, he's Tenpenny, he's Steve Haynes, he's Devin Weston, he's all of the
Big Smoke.
He's Big Smoke. All of the obvious Rockstar villains mixed together, right?
Right.
Like every fucking Rockstar game, like Rockstar goes back to the same old wells a lot. And this is probably the biggest one. Every fucking game, you get a friend who then is like, haha, I betrayed you. You did not see that coming. And the main character's like, I'll have my vengeance on you, sir. And that's the game.
Also, freaking, what's his name? The freaking bird guy from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Eric Sparrow?
Yeah, Eric Sparrow.
Yeah, him kinda. That's not Rockstar, but you're right.
It's not Rockstar, but it fits.
And GTA 4 had one too. Didn't it have the one Russian mobster guy? Am I the only one that's played GTA 4?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So yeah, Rockstar goes back to the same old fucking wells, and there's this guy, probably the biggest example, because he's not just a selfish shithill. He's not just obviously out for himself. He's not just obviously hanging on because he knows that you're better at fighting than he is. Like, he's everything you could imagine. Cowardly, fucking racist, sadistic, misogynistic, possibly a rapist, everything. So every time I get back to camp, because the new dialogue tree gives you the option to be friendly or be mean, I antagonize Micah every opportunity I get. You know the fucking... At first it was, Micah reacted badly and he'd come over and he'd shove me and he'd push me around when I did it, and Arthur wouldn't fight back because video game,
Yeah.
If this were Fallout, I would have blown his fucking head off the moment he said "darky," right?
Yep.
Like he's talking to the rest of the gang and he says that and his head just explodes and it's Arthur with a smoking gun looking at him like, huh? I wonder how that happened.
It does the Fallout death cut scene where everything goes in slow motion as his brains just blow over the place.
And then the party gathers around to piss on his corpse.
No, Arthur goes, oh, so that's how that works. This is like 15 hours into the game.
Arthur makes up... I love cheap, bullshitty excuses for killing somebody. Oh, there must have been a bump in the road. Arthur, you weren't going anywhere. You were standing right there. Oh, gun just went off. Oh, that's funny, ain't it? Ah, well, we'll bury him out back. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We won't bury him. We'll just leave him out for the cougars. We'll leave him as bait when the cougars come. That way we can get away while they eat him.
Wouldn't that... Whatever.
So, now it's gotten to the point where he doesn't even bother to push me. I just follow him around camp, harassing him. You guys know that one picture of, like, it's very clearly a brother and sister, right? In a driveway, and
Yes.
the little brother's got
Yes,
the
I
fucking,
know.
the fucking vuvuzela, and and the sister is covering her ears. It's like
Yes.
that, but instead of playing a vuvuzela, Arthur's just following him around, like, you can drop the tough act, you know. We all know underneath that you're yellow. You are the creepiest man I know. What kind of mother names her child Micah, anyways? And the great
Call
thing,
it out, cracker.
the great thing is, because I keep doing it, Micah's actually saying, like, dude, get some new lines. Because Arthur's just repeating himself. And this is one of those games where there's so many fucking details, there's too many, so my brain just fails to mention any of them when I actually go to talk. And you guys know this, because you've been on the podcast, you guys know the same feeling where it's like, oh, there's so much to talk about with this game, then you get on the podcast and you're like,
Yep.
I mean, in my case, it was more a problem. But this time around, it was more a problem of not wanting to spoil the game.
Yeah, with Yakuza, that's a problem, yeah. But,
Because whatever, go ahead.
No, you finish. Let's go ahead. We're already past the 3-hour mark. Fuck it, this is a long one.
Yeah. Welcome to the second 6-hour podcast. The third one this week.
I don't think
We're halfway, guys.
I don't think we're gonna get to do BioShock after this. Because this shit's just gonna need to be straight up uploaded. All right, what were you saying, Hattie?
I forgot, so whatever.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, the attention to detail. I'm absolutely loving the Melee overhaul, and that's such a fucking weird thing because it's a Rockstar game. And the best description for Melee systems in past Rockstar games have been flailing. Yes? There is a full-on system here. Like, I want to ask you guys, were there any defensive systems in past Rockstar games with Melee systems outside of Bully?
No.
I want to say that if you press like the square button or whatever the Xbox equivalent is, you'd do kind of a duck backward. But not really.
In which game?
GTA 5.
I never ran into that. Oh, are you meaning the dodge roll?
No, I don't think it was dodge roll. He just kind of did like a boxing maneuver where he'd kind of pull his head back.
Huh, I never saw that. But Red Dead has 3 defensive maneuvers, because now you can block, you can dodge, and you can parry. Yes, that's right, Addy. This game's got fucking parry mechanics.
The platypus?
Yes. You throw a platypus. What do you fucking think, Addy? There's grappling. You can choke the shit out of somebody.
I like it.
You can slit their fucking throats.
Can I pick up a bicycle and beat the people over the head with it?
Not yet, but I'm sure they'll add that in Red Dead Online. Okay, they have to add bicycles. They have to add bicycles in Red Dead Online. They have to, because they did exist. There was the big fucking one big wheel bicycle, but it did exist, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I want to ride that massive fucking wheel that's larger than I am, and the tiny back wheel through fucking New Orleans.
No. Take this part of take a bit more into fiction. Take it a bit more into fiction and make it just the one big wheel and make it a unicycle.
Big ass unicycle.
And Blair on the fucking speakers riding dirty.
Yeah. No, it's a mariachi band playing Riding Dirty behind you.
They have to follow on their own unicycles.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, but one thing, it is way easier to commit. This is like mostly the opposite of GTA 5, where GTA 5, you go out to the desert, pull out a suppressed pistol, shoot up in the air, and every cop in the nation arrives to kill you.
Right.
Yeah, this is the opposite. There are some times where you can get away with fucking robbing or murdering somebody in the city if you do it right.
Nice.
They finally added a fucking witness system where you'll know who saw your crime so you can track them down and beat the shit out of them, kill them, or just convince them not to say. And the craziest of all, because you know how Rockstar has fucking rabid RoboCop Terminators that just go straight for you and kill you?
Yeah.
Not anymore. The cops will actually not open fire on you unless you open fire on them or try to run away.
Oh.
So you can, the cops will come up and, you know, they'll ask you to surrender, and you get a choice like surrender, antagonize, or explain yourself. And with some crimes, you can just be like, oh, hey, I didn't do it. And they'll be like, sure.
Explain yourself. You see, officer, this fine
What
man.
happened was...
Yeah, this fine man tripped and fell onto my gun 15 times.
It's even better because you can get a machete later in the game, which will make it even worse. Oh, he slipped and fell while I was holding out my machete, and his head just flew off to the other side of the room. But, like, it's actually really useful when one of the other NPCs in town deliberately picks a fight with you, because then you can legitimately just go to the cops and say, hey, he started it. And the cops are like, all right, sure. Like, imagine a fucking Rockstar game where the self-defense actually is a thing. So, with gameplay-wise, they fixed a lot of what was wrong with Rockstar for me. The Rockstar-ness, you know?
Yeah.
The crazy fucking Nazi cops, the stupid flailing melee. All that shit. Oh, and
The
amusing...
fun games.
What?
Move along.
No, let's go back to what you said. Because I think you said making fun games.
No, the on-fun games is what I said.
Oh, yeah, GTA 5 is not aging well, I'll say that. Though, admittedly, I think Red Dead 2 is kind of the project that already makes a lot of the older GTAs age poorly. Because it makes it clear where a lot of their flaws were. Because I'm gonna go back to GTA and I'm gonna shoot a guy, and then it's gonna be like, oh hey, every cop this side of the fucking country is coming to get your ass, and I'm like, fuck.
Right.
I'm gonna go back to GTA where once you finish the main story, there's nothing for you to do, and I'm gonna be like, fuck. Because Red Dead's the complete opposite of that. Because you can still go hunting gangsters and all that shit, and there's still crimes. You can always rob stagecoaches, rob trains, go robbing people's houses, robbing just people themselves, rob the bank.
Rob.
Rob, yeah. Every NPC's got a personality, so I'm sure you could probably figure out one's named Rob and then rob him. It's just absurd. I'm loving the NPC. The game actually remembers the personalities, because I'll run into an NPC in fucking New Orleans. Like, I ran into this bald Chinese dude the other day, and I'm not saying Chinese as like a race. I mean, he's actually like Chinese and a Chinese immigrant. There is a Chinatown district of New Orleans, which I love the attention to detail actually having a Chinatown district. And I ran into him, and Arthur said, "Oh, why, it's you again." And I'm like, "Fuck, I met this guy before." Because it was just a generic NPC walking down the street.
But can he fly like my Chinese dude?
Dude, Addy, you weren't here for it last week. It dawned on me. They said they're going to try and avoid introducing any crazy future shit. They don't want to go like GTA 5 with the crazy jetpacks and rocket cars, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to need to introduce new content, though. You know what I bet they're going to fucking introduce, and that'll make you buy the game?
Yeah.
Samurai gear.
Yes.
I am fucking waiting, because they're going to do it. They're going to make you be a samurai cowboy in Red Dead Online at some point. They got to do it. Enough nerds will clamor for it. Because I've already seen that there is a secret set of gear you can find in the mountains that lets you play as another goofy thing, and like...
The Yeti.
Oh, no. No. That would be awesome, but no.
The Yeti.
Okay, yeah, Yeti, sure. Yeah, they got that. I'm just being anal about pronunciation, Addy.
No, I mean the wrestler.
Oh, okay. Yeah, him. He jumps out of the fucking snow and beats your ass.
Hugs you to death.
Nah. And boy, getting cougared is back in force. Earlier during the podcast when I yelled cougar and just stopped talking for a little bit.
We all heard a live murder by cougar.
He didn't
Live murder.
He didn't get to kill me, but it was a funny thing because I had just finished hunting a legendary moose, and this game lets you use the lasso to drag things with you. The moose, I'd shot him while he was swimming, so he was going to go off down the river, and I didn't want that. I wanted his pelt. So I threw the lasso out, dragged him onto shore, and then I see the fucking cougar in the corner of my eye, hop on the horse, and gallop away on the horse, dragging the moose behind me as the cougar chases us. And it's a big fucking moose, too. It's like a fucking Andre the Giant-sized moose. So it's like, how the hell is Arthur carrying this thing? With Red Dead, I will probably keep talking about this on the podcast for months. So, if I remember anything else, I'll mention it later. But there's one last game I got to play this week. The, Ark Survival Evolved has a free weekend on Steam, so I got to try that out.
Oh.
Wait, is it Ark Survival Evolved? Am I crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay, so I can confirm, very, very similar to Conan Exiles.
I was thinking that they were pretty similar as well when I was playing Conan. I've never played Ark, but I have seen it, and when I was playing through Conan, I was like, this looks really familiar.
The difference is, Ark has dinosaurs that you can tame, and you can... No, wait, you could probably do that in Conan, can't you?
I mean, you can become Cthulhu, though.
True. But can you ride a robot dinosaur in Conan? So,
Just merge the two games. Robot Cthulhu riding a freaking dinosaur or whatever.
the dinosaur's like a 10th of its size, a fucking 20th of its size. So it's just floating over it. So I kicked the game on, did a lot of the usual survival game routine. And it's your usual stuff. Go around, pick up stones, and pick up sticks. Use those to make a pickaxe. Use a pickaxe to hit rock. Once you get rock, you use flint. Combine that with sticks and plant fibers to make an axe. Go chop down a tree. Go make a house. Go make clothes. You know, the Minecraft routine.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that I don't like about these HD, AAA, well, probably not really AAA, kind of double A
Right.
Survival games.
1.5 A.
Since they don't let you dig like Minecraft did, it becomes really goofy just hitting a rock with a pickaxe and rocks, minerals appear in your inventory, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was especially bad with Conan because the rocks would explode after you hit them with a pickaxe and then regrow later.
That's because I set it up so it would regrow. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had rocks.
Oh,
So, yeah, with our experience with Conan, you need to remember that I set the game up so we can actually play it.
You made it fun.
with
Yeah.
Ark has the exact same thing where you can set all that stuff beforehand, so I tried to set all that stuff, but there's one setting I fucking forgot and regretted later. Crafting time.
Oh no.
Sit in the fucking menu and watch that bar build, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I got sick of that. And it's all, even if you up the fucking leveling and up the stuff, the resource retrieval rate and all that, it's still a very fucking slow game. So I then promptly cheated into admin mode, got myself a set of sci-fi super armor, and turned myself into the fucking Warframe guy. Yeah. Got a tranquilizer rifle, tranquilizer darts, and was just going... No, actually, I got a pump-action shotgun. It was going around the beach murdering dodos, as you do. And then I saw a robot dinosaur, and I was like, fuck yes. So, I got myself a tranquilizer dart and a tranquilizer rifle. I have no idea how the hell you tranquilize a robot, but it worked. After tranquilizing it, I then fed it a shit ton of narcotics and then a shit ton of berries, and then it loved me.
Yeah.
So I rode around.
Yes, that is how drug dependence works. Yes.
Yeah, I was legitimately like, oh, this seems kind of fucked up, guy. I don't think this is how we tame dogs.
That's where you're wrong.
So I'm riding a robot dinosaur around the island with pump action shotgun, murdering dinosaurs as I see fit. And eventually, just dicking around, I shoot a dodo with the dart gun. And then I discover that dodos are really easy to domesticate. I gave them a single narcotic and a couple berries, and they were like, oh, sweet, I'm your best friend now. And I discovered that they will follow you. And then I figured, oh, the dinosaurs can probably follow you. So I went around and gathered as many fucking dinosaurs as I could.
And then the game crashed.
No, I kept going, and I'm having to open up Steam right now so I can load up the screenshot I took so that I can see their names. But I believe I gathered a posse of like 6 dinosaurs just running around the island. And I believe the picture... I'll set the picture to public temporarily, but it's kind of... The names are a bit vulgar. As tends to be my go-to, you know. Alright. Let me go ahead. You know what? I'll just look at it and give you guys the names directly, right?
Alright.
Alright. So let's get this fucking window out of the way. Alright, let's take a look at the names of these dinos. Alright. So my first dinosaur, the robo-dinosaur, out of joy that I had managed to tame it, I named it Fuck Yeah. This is perfect because my voice is cracking right now as my throat fucking explodes in on itself. And then, the dodo I got, I do not know why, I named it Jesus. Some of these, I don't know what I was thinking last night. I should note, I named these animals at like 12 o'clock at night, which is fairly late for me. Let's see, then I got a living version of the robot dinosaur I got and named it the Fuck Lord? I don't know. I got another one, named it Woo. A turtle, which I promptly named Turtle. You know, I would think if it wasn't for the fact that I don't drink, I would think that I was drunk when I named these animals. I got...
The thing is, once we move in together, I guess that's canon now. Once we move in together, we need to have a video where we each drink, because not all...
Oh no. I feel like if I get tired enough, I'm already basically drunk.
Yeah, so am I, but whatever. People won't believe us.
It's the thing of non-drinkers that we all think we're drunk when we get really tired.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually probably nothing close, but it's the closest we know.
Right.
And, hang on, I had one last dodo. Guess what I named the last dodo?
What?
Doofenshmirtz.
No. I should have named it Doofenshmirtz. Oh, damn it, you're right. I named it Assmaster Supreme.
Basically the same thing.
I mean...
Why did you name it after me?
I did! I love that you don't want to be one of the dinosaurs. You want to be a fucking dodo. Alrighty then. So, I believe, well, we put up Christmas decorations around here, and we did watch Christmas Vacation, but because Pink did pretty much the same thing, we already talked about it.
Right.
So I suppose then we can call that episode 49. Folks, we hope you will join us for the 50th episode. Spectacular. Oh God, I called it lore. Oh, kill me.
That will be where we establish the lore of the podcast.
Yeah, that's where we watch all of our videos back and then just take the lore and and save
We'll
Bellador
give you
of its
the
canon.
director's commentary.
We bring back
Yes.
we bring back all the old lore. Doofenshmirtz. What Doofenshmirtz from Terraria? We got what else?
Doofenshmirtz ain't even that old, but whatever.
6 months. 6 months
Yeah.
or 8 months.
Well, yeah, but the series technically still hasn't ended. I'm saying technically because we still haven't released the last episode.
Well, we haven't released the last couple episodes. But like now, I'm trying to think, what lore do we have that didn't come from that? I mean, we have God Chonka.
We have my RB being. We have the my RB being lighter.
That's from Payday. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's from Payday.
Huh. Evidently, we've got new lore that I'm the $1 million man. So
Yeah.
we can say episode 49 brought new lore. Oh, which episode was the first where my dog the dog or the cat interfered?
It was a dog.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They both interfered quite a few times.
The ultimate
They're
interference.
both stars in their own right.
Oh, I feel like there's a bit of Addy lore we're missing here. Whatever. And we are at this podcast's already running pretty long.
Right.
So, Addy, say bye. Alright, fuck you too then. Folks, we will see you next week. Please,
Bye.
come on for the fucking 50th episode. Thanks for the late bye, Addy!